If people come in, 1 second. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Welcome. Hope everybody's having a good day. I'll just wait for everybody to start coming in. Okay. I'm just waiting for people to come in.
I had to refresh. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. I know I do that too. I hit the refresh and everything. So, yeah.
Well, it was still connected to my email. So being connected to my email, it wasn't gonna let me go to email to send it to Victory. So it's like crap.
Nice.
I could always send it to Cab 7 and all that.
That's cool. Hey, hello, the creative Corel. How you doing, Chills TV? What's up, bro?
Chills.
Did you want a link to come up, Chills? But yeah, guys. I'm not gonna start the video yet. What I want to show, I'm just waiting for more people to come in. So today's topic is the spiritual awakening and chronic pain. So we'll talk about half of it in the beginning and then half of it later. So we'll have a topic for later on too.
Well, you can always do the topic after the raffle.
Oh yeah, we do that.
You get like a break. Everybody gets a break. Bring out your paychecks. Bring out your PayPals.
Yeah. There you
We're
go.
gonna have a roll.
There you go. Throw some money. Just kidding. I'll come up for a bit. Okay, I'll send you a link. Guys, I didn't really post a video, guys. I normally do. I'll come up for a bit. What's up, classy lady? How you doing? Thanks for coming. Hello, LE. Okay, we already know who that is.
I don't know. Is it a lovely eye? Is it lovely internal? There we go. Living in internal. It's like a mystery. LE is a mystery.
Yeah. Well, I forgot her email. Because I normally just press the first button and then I'm just like it pops up.
You're good. I already emailed her. I'm on the roll before you are. I got you. I got you back.
So yeah, guys, soon I'll start the video. Not yet. I'll just wait for maybe we'll get like 10 people in here. Chills TV. What's up, Chills? How you doing?
Welcome to the crazy live chat. How are you?
Well, what's up,
Yo,
Annie?
beat me by 1 minute, bro.
Oh, the Boomerade. Hi, Eli Boomerade.
Eli.
Oh, nice. What's up, Jules? How you doing today?
Beat me by 1 minute.
Huh? You're in it for
I was about to hit go live once when I saw you pop up.
Man, how long you been live?
I haven't even gone live. I was just about to go live once when I saw that you went live.
Oh, wow.
That was
nice. I was going to go live at 5 o'clock.
It depends how I feel. I'll probably maybe 3 hours maybe tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Depends.
Well, we're going to talk first, and then I'm going to have my phone up for the panel here.
Oh, yeah.
And then on my channel, I'm doing a raffle, $1 a ticket to win fleece blankets. So I'm going to have my channel running, and I'm going to be still in here. So it's going to be double panel that I'm going to be on. So I'll give you guys all a break to talking, and you can watch if you want to pitch in.
Well, thanks, Boomer, for that raid. What's up, Francis?
What up, Francis?
What's up, Christina and Son, Ghost?
Squad, if they're still in here, Boomer, don't forget to be on my panel.
Yeah, Boomer.
I still need to get Francis in my stream one time.
What's up, Paranormal Files UK? I'll start this real quick. Let me see, give me a second.
I don't think I've even had Boomer in mine yet. I've had Danny in mine.
Here we go.
But I've had Colleen in mine, and I had Boomer in mine. I had a bunch of mine.
Well, guys, I'm gonna start this, and so this is about spiritual awakening in the beginning right now. So enjoy.
Don't forget to make a big screen. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Come.
Okay, my bad.
For what your spirit guides.
Okay, sorry.
Everyone undergoes a spiritual awakening or spiritual cleansing at some point during their lives, whether they realize it or not. Life is a learning experience. We all grow and evolve at our own pace. There are times when this awakening is hard to keep up with because it sweeps us off our feet and forces us into the unknown of our future. Other times we experience a spiritual cleansing that helps us solidify our goals and work harder on our desired outcomes. How many of these can you relate to and resonate with, on a soul level? 16 signs a spiritual awakening is forcing you to transcend. 1. Intuition heightens and clarity of consciousness. Perhaps your life takes a turn for the better, or worse, and you're forced to make decisions based on what your heart and soul feel is best for you, at that time. Sudden insights or intensified sensitivity and awareness of your situation and surroundings may become clearer than ever before. 2. Heightened sensitivity and waves of emotion. Emotions may sometimes come out of nowhere at the drop of a dime. Anger, sadness, depression, happiness, appreciation, all these may cause wild swings in mood and demeanor that feel as though they're out of your control. Depression may be linked to having to let go of relationships with people or work, and living situations that are no longer a vibrational match to your frequency. Dealing with the pain is best handled through the lens of depression. It's best to acknowledge these emotions and let them go, breathe from the heart chakra and feel the emotion, then let it evaporate on its own. Trust in the universe that you're on the right path, no matter how difficult your circumstances may seem. 3. Levels of intense energy. Aside from bouts of depression, lethargy, or fatigue, you may eventually come to a stage where you're brimming with energy and almost
Hello.
leap out of bed into action because you
Hello.
can no longer find sleep. Give into these episodes and ride them out. However, they may again be followed by bouts of fatigue. Great shifts in life and in levels of spiritual awakening can take a lot out of a person. Roll with the flow of energy and try not to fight it. Take care of yourself and be gentle with your emotions. Take advantage of the energy by doing something active and productive, and/or take naps if fatigue hits you out of nowhere. 4. Feeling somehow different or alone. You may feel as though you are a snake that has shed its skin. The old you is now dead and gone or is in the process of being left behind and transcended. You may feel as though you're the only one dealing with such stressful burdens and you're unsure how to cope on your own. Realize the universe always has your back, and things will fall into place exactly as they're meant to. Trust that you will be just fine and take the necessary action needed to get back on your feet. There is always someone out there dealing with a similar or worse situation. If they can make it through the darkness and shadows, so can you.
What's up, Boomer?
5. Yearning for meaning.
Hey, everybody.
Connection.
Hey, Boomer.
Perhaps you
Hello.
feel your life has no meaning or purpose, yet this is never true. As small and meaningless as you may think your life has become, and as little worth as you would give it, your life is incredibly important in so many ways. Every single day you provide worth, whether that be in the single solitary person who cares about you, even from a distance, or the small ways your very existence influences others. Hold faith and pride in knowing that, for that in and of itself is your reason for being, your purpose on this earth, and if you so choose, it will only get better from there and expand upon itself. 6. Feeling moments of integration. In time, there will be moments that come along that make you feel fully supported, loved, and comforted, if not by you, or by anyone else in existence, then via the grand cosmos in and of itself. Whether through listening to music or indulging in something that makes you feel good, you become emotionally, physically, psychologically, and spiritually stronger in the moment. Cherish them. Allow yourself to be in better alignment with your higher self. 7. Feeling close to animals and the earth. For many people, especially nowadays, going vegan is becoming much more popular. Even if this isn't something you choose to do, perhaps your love and adoration for animals is something you've always had a close connection with. It may be heightening even more lately. Same with your bond to the planet. You may feel closer to the Earth in ways that are both powerful and meaningful. 8. Desire to find twin flame or soulmate relationship. Whether this is to find a close friendship with someone, a romantic partner, or both, knowing that we can surround ourselves with like-minded individuals who are on the same vibrational frequency is incredibly appealing. Yet in truth, we have to fully become the kind of person we aim to attract before ever seeing the manifestation of this in person, and once achieved, someone will come along seemingly out of nowhere who matches the frequency you emit. Hold the desire for the person or situations you wish to manifest, but without attachment or expectancy. 9. Manifesting thoughts and desires with ease. Thoughts are, in essence, a form of prayer and meditation. They are intangible yet they hold weight, for they trigger emotional stimuli and response, even subconsciously, that then serve to fuel our words and actions. Be careful what you ask for and focus your attentions on, for where attention
Did you
goes,
read it?
energy flows. 10. Living your purpose. Move in the direction of your passions, goals, and potentials. Doing so, if even a little bit every day or each week, will put you on the path to feeling as though you're working on what you came to Earth to achieve. Forget about how little you may be starting out with, how much yet needs to be done, and how long it might take to see any manifested results. Leave that up to fate. Again, hold the desire for what you wish to manifest, work hard at it, yet at the same time, release any expectation, stress, or worry about its outcome. It may happen sooner than expected, or it may take a while. Either way, continue to hold on to hope and be happy with your choice to make an effort. Remember what your spirit guides want you to know, and believe they are in support of your choices no matter what. 11. Getting into your spiritual groove. You may be gaining a perspective or an opinion on things you had never considered before. Perhaps you yearn to discover and learn more about who you are, or about the world in general. Through reading, research, asking questions, and looking inward to discover the truth behind the veil. 12. Synchronicity abounds. Spiritual phenomena might be occurring at an increasingly noticeable rate. Portents, illusions, symbols, numbers, or visions might be appearing or making themselves known to you more often. You may be receiving messages from spirit guides that are more easily picked up on, with a heightened state of awareness. Take the time to look and perceive your surroundings, and you may just find that these small synchronicities are everywhere, and they all add up. 13. In harmony with nature. The 4 seasons or the cycles of the moon might be something you take an increased awareness or interest in. This may provide you with a stronger connection to the earth and with your surroundings, heightening your spiritual aptitude and realizing how are all of us connected. 14. Learning and growing more than ever before. You may find yourself moving through the experience of learning at a rapid pace, voluntarily or not. Personal issues may arise that you are forced to face. The healing of these issues only happens when they are ready to be healed. Don't force the process. Go with the flow of your energy to move through any stress or issues you must deal with and learn from the experience along the way. 15. The universe always sends someone. Whether it's a friend or a stranger in passing, the universe always sends someone or something to act as a teacher. This teaching may arrive from a person, in the form of a book, movie, nature, public event, or so many others. Each challenge we face acts as a test from the cosmos to overcome and conquer. They are an opportunity to show our true colors, and prove to ourselves, let alone others, that we can and will show our mastery in rising above the situation. 16. Vivid dreaming. The more you spiritually awaken, the more you strengthen the pineal gland. Also known as the third eye, This gland contributes immensely to the production of serotonin and melatonin, or the sleep-wake cycle. Thus, it also greatly contributes to a dream world that is beyond amazing. Continue to practice soul work to become the greatest and best version of you that you can become. As they always say, once the going gets tough, the tough get going, so don't let setbacks and struggles tarnish your good-natured essence. Awaken to your divine, spiritual potential. Undergo the necessary spiritual cleansing and self-transformation that needs to take place in order for you to move on with your life toward bigger and better things. Never give up on yourself, even if everyone else has. You are strong and worth so much more than you know.
Okay, I'm back.
Well, that was very informative in the most annoying voice I ever heard.
Well,
The computer voice, right?
yeah, it was computer.
I thought I was talking to Siri for a minute there. I was kind of confused a little bit.
So
It's like
I
a-
have a shirt on for the occasion. Okay, everybody ready?
Yes.
Positive vibes only.
Oh, there you
Positive
go.
vibes. Stay positive, guys.
That wasn't even intended, which is kind of funny. Just saying. I thought it was hilarious.
Purely coincidental, huh? Dog before
Actually-
dudes. Oh, okay.
Seriously.
How that goes.
It's funny though.
I'll say all that. Well, they say men are dogs, right? So, you know.
some.
That's kind of messed up. I don't believe that's true for all, but
Hey, I don't know who they is, but hey, you know, from
So what do you mean by that?
beginning of
Come
time,
on, man.
we've been accused of being pigs, dogs, rats, snakes.
Oh, we already
Oh,
know that
dang.
already. Well,
so to get back on topic here, like anybody want to share? I mean, I thought it was very informative, and yes, the voice is annoying, but
well,
yeah, it is. But it's
except for
interesting.
Henry Adventures, he said he was
Well,
pretty sexy. So I mean,
Well, I mean,
Maybe.
I guess it beats the alternative hearing Eli recite it for us. So,
well,
yeah.
I mean, I didn't feel like I didn't feel like reading the whole 13 verses. So I'll get
Yeah.
It
missed.
was 16.
16. Sorry. Well, I don't know how mmany there is. So I mean, I
Well,
don't
they
know the
counted them
part-
down. They counted them down from 1 to 16.
I think it depends. It depends on the person, that's experiencing it. I mean, maybe it's not necessarily 16 or more. You know what I mean? So I would think it's
Yeah.
based on each individual. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because
Personally.
for some people, particularly if they're not paying particular attention to it, it may seem none of that really happens for you at all, just on the sheer fact that you're not really paying attention to it. So it may just assume like you're going through life
Right.
without even knowing anything about it, because you're
Yeah.
not aware.
Well, I was actually gonna do a video of unlikely spiritual awakenings, but it was
I'm trying to
shorter.
figure out
It was maybe like 4
what is-
minutes. No,
what was that. Unlikely.
Oh.
I don't.
well, it was
What
it was
is
pretty
it?
funny because it's like people that think they had gifts. You know what I mean? Like I was gonna do that
You
one.
should definitely post that too.
It was only 4
That's
minutes.
hilarious.
It
Only
was
4 minutes.
Well, that's
Only
messed
4
up.
minutes.
No, I know, no was. I mean, I was gonna show it. I was like, no, it was a joke, but no. Well, I was actually gonna show a Burger King commercial, and then I was actually gonna.
I love Burger King. It's delicious.
I love
I
Burger King.
can't stand any fast foods anymore.
Well,
Hey,
Whataburger
George.
gives me the runs. I'm sorry. Oh,
Thank
who's that,
you.
Scooch?
Well,
It's
so
not water
let me
burger,
start
dude.
again. Spiritual awakening to me begins when and it doesn't even have to do. I'm not even talking about understanding or realizing that there are certain things that you see or hear. The spiritual awakening, the very beginning, you develop a different type of compassion towards other people, you know what I mean? And just want to put out love and understanding and help people. To me, humanity has become so cruel, you know, and we have, as people, have become so cruel to one another that this is the norm to us. So when we encounter somebody that motivates us or inspires us, I mean, it's so uplifting, you know what I mean? And this is, I believe this is exactly what we need, you know what I mean? And my personal opinion, we live on such a beautiful planet, you know, but yet we focus so much on planets from afar, you know what I mean? So, but again, spiritual awakening to me, first and foremost, is that, you know what I mean? The compassion and the want to help other people, and you just do it. You know what I mean? It's just like a whole nother feeling. How do you guys feel about it?
Well, I actually feel like, I mean, well, after my spiritual awakening is, I feel like the world's a beautiful place no matter what. People are beautiful. Life's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, why pass up the time while you're alive? You might as well just enjoy it. You know?
Amen, brother.
You know, have all these people, just some people think that, you know, life's just a joke and they just want to just pass on life and just live the fast life. And it's all about that. It's all about family, friends, life. I mean, even your loved ones. I mean, even though they're a pain in the butts, but you know, hey.
Gamma's Journey Great. I would respond to you, but I can't text. So you're right. It is nice that you try to encourage people to. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I can't write back, and people think I ignore them. Go ahead,
encourage people. They do, and
with my awakening.
No, wait a minute. He wasn't finished, sweetie. Hold on.
No, I'm done already. I was gonna say whoever wants to talk next.
Oh, Little Red.
Okay.
About mine with my dreams when we first started.
Just kidding. No kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, can I cut her off next?
No, I think that's something that's a quality that we all have to learn too, because we get so excited and everybody wants to talk, but you know. So.
No, go ahead. I'm kidding. I'm done.
Right.
You sure you're done?
Yeah, I'm done. Well, I will say.
Go ahead. I'm fine. I'll watch TV.
No, you go. Go ahead.
But with my dreams, like when they first started, I didn't know what it was supposed to be about, and I was like, okay, and it kept on going and going, like it repeated itself, and I'm like having this dream. So then I started calling my friend, and she was like, well, that's crazy. And then I realized, like, well, maybe I'm supposed to look it up, even though some of my dreams I couldn't help them, and I found out they were passed on. But after telling my friend and looking it up, they stopped, and then I was going to another dream, and then I was finding out, like, my sister-in-law, it kept on dreaming this boy, and she was telling everybody she was having a girl. Told my mother-in-law, like, no, it's a boy. And came to found out she was having a boy. And it's like, I'm happy to tell her, even though it acknowledged, like, yeah, and it's like, I'm helping people in my dream where I feel rested. With the dreams that I can't help anybody, it's nerving. I'm like thinking, like, oh my God, you know, what happened to these people? Am I supposed to know what they're feeling and all that? But now I'm learning to help them where the nightmares of when I can't sleep are passing, and now I feel a whole lot better that I want to go to sleep and help, and sometimes I get anxiety and I'm like, I'm not sleeping tonight. Like, so that's where you know, like I said, my dreams repeating until I figure it out, and then figuring out it's opening more and more doors that now I'm helping these people and I'm getting more rest. If that makes sense, like I'm not worried.
Yeah.
How do you?
What about you, Boomer? What is your?
Well, I got a question for that. How do you? So real quick, Little Red, how do you feel? I mean, how do you work your way around, like trying to go back to sleep after you had those dreams?
Well, I have narcolepsy, so I can like fall back to sleep. But it's like
I'm so jealous.
Right.
Yeah, but sometimes insomnia, and it's just like I can't sleep, and I'll be up like 48 hours, and then when I crash hard. But it's like sometimes I'll fall back if I know that I wrote it down, or like I said, I text my friend at 3:00 in the morning, 3:30. I'm like, hey, this happened. Then I wake up. So it's like I'm going to fall asleep thinking, okay, I already had that dream. And I'll go to sleep and I'll just wake up remembering it, but it didn't repeat itself that same night.
Right.
What about you, Boomer?
What about you?
Do you think you started your spiritual awakening? And if so,
I
I
don't feel like I don't feel as if I've had an actual awakening per se. I have been enlightened in a few areas of different aspects of paranormal and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I haven't felt anything as extreme is not the right word, but defined.
Yeah, it's like
as an
because it's a
actual
feeling that
awakening.
you would have. You would
Yeah,
have it,
because
and
I believe
you guys
anybody
are
who has
hilarious.
experienced one would know it based on
Yeah,
like to me it would seem like a sudden jolt of whether it's a jolt of sudden knowledge or a jolt of sudden emotions or whatever that may happen to somebody when they have those spiritual awakenings. Now, I did a spiritual walk with my cousins when I was
What is a spiritual walk? Like I heard of that.
Native Americans, when they do a spiritual walk, like sometimes they'll use things like peyote to put themselves in this certain
Is they do they call it a spiritual journey too? Is that a phrase for it as well?
kind of like a spiritual journey. Yeah.
Yeah. How was that
I
for
did
you?
that in order to find out who my spirit guides were. Well, my spirit animals.
Right.
I've done that. But as far as like an actual awakening, I don't feel as if I've had that yet. I don't know if it's due to the fact that I've kind of since I was about 5, I've always had these abilities, and if you want to call them gifts, as far as being an empath and clairvoyant, like maybe that somehow kind of makes it unnecessary to have that awakening. I don't know, but I don't feel as if I've actually had one. I mean, I know somebody who like would talk like circles around us on the subject. Diary of Her Mind. She's very, very in tune to stuff like this, and she studied it. And she knows all about spiritual awakenings, and she told me about her spiritual awakening. And by listening to her and others who talk about having spiritual awakenings, I can't say that I've actually had one. After listening to everybody else who's talked about theirs, I don't feel as though any of that has ever happened to me.
Right.
Right.
I would like to hear from people. Like, so if anybody wants to write about their experience, or I would love to read it. I'm sorry, Boomer. I want to encourage other people to talk about it though too. I think it's good to talk about it. So, do you think, Boomer, that you maybe are like, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, shut down on it because it would be something that you can't control, and that's like a fear of the letting go, and you know what I mean? I mean, it could be because you don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Anything's possible, but I've never really been one. Because like I said, I've been dealing with this kind of stuff since I was a young child, and I've never been one to really fear the unknown. Okay, unless it comes to swimming in a deep ocean and I can't see what I'm swimming.
Oh, dude. Nope, I feel the same way. I don't do oceans.
Yeah, I've never really felt the fear. There, speaking of devil, look at her. She's lurking, of course. Diary of Her Mind, Lady of the Hour right there. You want to talk?
Where? I can't see
things. Diary of Her Mind, hands down, can tell you some stuff.
Boomer D, how did it feel when you were a small kid?
Hello.
Like, did it scare you at first?
As far as what? Oh, coming into my abilities and stuff. Yes. Oh yeah, it was scary. It was the scariest thing in my life. And I mean, that's living with my father, being attacked by my own dog, dying twice, and being married for 6 years. Hands down, coming into my abilities was the scariest thing in my life. Okay.
I think the abilities was the less scarier thing compared to what all the other things you just
Attacked by a dog.
for all that, yeah, it was because I was so young. I was only like 5, 6 years old when I started noticing something different happening with me. That's when the voices started, when the images started.
Hello, diary of a mind.
Then I started with the empath part. That when I started schools, when I noticed the empath part more, because when I first started grade school, for some reason I couldn't understand why I was feeling all these different emotions all at once. The human body is built to only handle one emotion at a time, or else we overload and we break. That's what not a mental, but an emotional breakdown is your body being overloaded with emotions. We're only made to handle one emotion at a time. Well, I'm dealing with emotions from 30 different children, 2 teachers and a teacher's aide, all having different emotions. And it was scary as hell. I couldn't understand why I was having all these emotions.
How did you take the breakdown?
You're going to make me say it, aren't you?
Yes. I gotta know. Come on, man.
Warrior
What's
thing.
the use of me not asking?
Shut up.
On.
You're doing that fucking word where you only ask questions. You know the fucking answer.
I think
that's all it's about. I'm just a host, okay? I don't have a.
This isn't something I easily say, but
come on now, come on.
I think people will talk about their journey or whatever they're experiencing.
When I was 10 years old, I tried to commit suicide for the first time in my life. I stepped out of a second-story window onto a ledge and was about to jump into the streets to my death. And
now I look like a jerk.
When my principal got to me and pulled me in, my left leg was dangling over, about to push off, and my principal yanked me back into the window. Okay, that was the result of not being able to deal with such an overload of, whatever you want to call it. There was the constant not knowing why I'm feeling happy and sad at the same time. The constant barrage of voices and constant flickering of images in my head where the
for a little kid, I can imagine it's overload.
And I by the time I was 10 years old, I had no one to talk to about it, because back then it was taboo to talk about anything.
Absolutely taboo. Yeah.
Well, I thought the only thing I could do to get rid of it was to just jump out the window.
That's terrible. At 10 years old too. That's wow.
9 or 10, somewhere around there. It was 3rd or 4th grade. And the thing is, I had suppressed this for nearly 40 years. A couple of years ago, I was over at my mom's with my family and stuff, and they were talking old time stuff, memories and stuff. My mom mentioned it. Oh, I remember when you were going to jump out the window at school. What? What are you talking about? No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. And then my 2 sisters confirmed it, what she was saying. I was like, really? And then all of a sudden, a flood of memories started coming back. So I had forgotten all about this. I had suppressed it. I don't know if it was, suppression or not remembering it because of the constant, the multiple head injuries I acquired throughout my life, and the fact that I died twice and all that. See, but all of a sudden I remembered this day like it was yesterday. We were sitting in a circle, and I just got tired of it. We're in a circle. There's 15 kids around in a circle, and I'm feeling this kid's hating on his dad, and this kid's happy that he got the gift he wanted for his birthday, and this teacher is frustrated with the whatever I got sick of it. I stood up from the circle, turned around, walked toward the window, stepped up on the ledge, stepped out onto the little ledge outside, and just about to step off, and my principal was there, grabbing me, bringing me back in.
Well, first and foremost, your teacher was shitty because you were able to literally walk up to the window on the ledge, and she was sitting there with all of your kids. Great job of watching children. That was a little joke, but besides that has to be very emotional. You know, I cannot imagine, especially for someone this young. You know,
Was she trying to help you, or did you?
Well, they were trying to talk me off, apparently, but nobody dared, approach me because they thought it would encourage me to go sooner or whatever. But see, what I remember, my principal was out in the hallway by the door at the time I stepped up to step out the window. So by the time I stepped up to go out of the window onto the ledge, he was already from the door by the hallway to the window grabbing me, while everybody else was kind of wondering what the hell's going on.
Oh,
got me out of it and stuff like that. He actually took action. He got there, grabbed me by the arm, and yanked me in. How he got there that day, I don't know.
What's up, Jeff?
So I see Diary of a Mind. Not only is she apparently knowledgeable, but she's gorgeous. You are beautiful. Holy moly. And then I saw her asking.
Oh, sorry.
Did you see what Eric?
You asked me about a channel. I don't have a channel. Like it just here, But you can, I think I do have a YouTube channel, but I don't put anything on there. But you can add me, and when I see you, email you, or I don't know exactly how it works. So I'm still figuring it out. Does that make sense, or does that sound silly? I don't know. You guys need to help me out.
That means going to email her and send her a message. Just kidding.
What? How do you do that? Normally, you just give somebody your email. I don't want everybody to have my email.
If you have your email on your YouTube, she can email you that way.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Okay. Yes. Diary of Mine.
So the whole time you had your email on your page?
What? No, I don't have my email on my page.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm just letting you know that Little Red Fam is my co-host now. She's gonna help me with my show now. So
well, I'm looking forward to talking to you. I think it's going to be really great. Diary of a Mind.
I get looked over
She's
for
cool.
Little Red.
She's too cool for school.
What?
I said you're too cool for school.
Messing with Eli.
No, I was reading Eric's thing about seeing something out of the corner of my eye. I've seen shadows while I'm walking dogs at the corner of my eye, and I'm like, what? Like, I couldn't even figure it out. It's like, now I was talking to Victory, and yeah, Victory, me and Eli kept on talking. I almost called you, Victoria, because called ourselves, but
yeah. Just
seen a shadow
for the, it's not Victoria.
I know. But
Call me Vic. I don't care.
And I was trying to show her, and he literally messed with my phone and shut it off because he didn't want to be seen. And I'm like, and I can understand the hair sticking up because you don't know what it is. You're kind of fearful of what it could do, and it's almost like it's watching you. So you're being watched, and you can't figure out what do they want. Why am I seeing them in the corner of their eye? And it's just like a blink of your eye. Like I've done that. Well, I've seen it. So sometimes you're gonna feel that. That means they're there.
If I see the shadow in the corner of my eye, this big boy will be up out of this house. And
I would like to chime in a little bit.
Behind you, over your right shoulder. Your right shoulder. Your military right. You don't see that shadow on the wall? Over your right shoulder? That big old shadow?
Right here.
Right there. No, right there.
Right by your elbow.
Right here.
Turn to your right.
Baby.
Turn to your right.
It's probably from your lamp or something that's casting a shadow.
Turn your head to your right and look at your wall. You see that big old shadow?
That's like you talking about that? A nice car right there?
He's messing with you. He's messing with you, Eli.
I'm messing with you.
So
There's an actual shadow
I'm just
from something on your wall.
I want to chime in with the spiritual awakening. I know everybody's talking about, the abilities or the potential abilities or what they've seen, but if I'm honest, I'm thinking I mean, granted, it has something to do with it, but the natural, when you have your awakening, you question everything that was taught to you. And I mean, like, religious, your belief, the universe, it all, like, I mean, literally, you start doing research on different religions because you no longer believe what was, hammered into your brain, no matter what religion you are, because something is out there and it's different, and this has not necessarily anything to do with your abilities. You may, find that you had these abilities and recognize them, but the actual awakening starts by, first of all, giving love to others and becoming compassionate, but also doing research and trying to understand, the bigger picture, and it's really like you're lost, and I mean, people may get mad at me for saying that, but I do believe that, like, the abilities, that's definitely something that comes way after. It's just the craving for knowledge, for understanding, for information, because you just know in your heart, like your soul, but you don't understand what it is. Do you know what I mean? And taking information from separate religions to piece it together to where it makes sense to you, or you're like, okay, I'm on my way. I'm kind of, with that feeling, and so that's where I think it starts. And do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, I know where you come
it's
from.
in the word spiritual. You want spiritual healing. You want,
Yeah.
And if it is God that you seek, that's a spiritual awakening. You know what I mean? You want to understand because you believe what you have been told is just no longer true, and it's just a feeling in your gut, and you just have to go for it. And that is literally probably the next step after, having compassion for people, and the abilities may come afterwards, or you realize it as you go, much later. I think that is definitely, like, not even secondary. That comes, like, way after, and then it starts to make sense as to why. You know what I mean?
Well,
You see that, and it's no longer scary. It's just, you're fascinated, you're intrigued. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
it does. Well,
Yeah.
when
It's a
like
scary journey, I'm sure, but
yeah,
yeah.
when it comes down to my dreams, like I mean, when they do like come true, but later in life or whenever in periods of my life and does come true, like I do dismiss it. But whenever a dream comes over and over and over and over again, then I question
Mhm.
myself and I think, is this real or is it just my imagination? It might just. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's in my dream. It's not just a fantasy I make up. It's kind of
Mhm.
hard to I know what a fantasy is. Like in my mind, if I'm walking around, then a dream.
Mhm.
Because in the dream, I wake up
Yeah.
and I wake up and I'm all sweaty and all nervous and I'm all scared. And I mean, the problem is that do I really want it? Do I really? Am I really searching for that kind of dream to scare me half to death at
Yeah,
night?
it's the fear. And maybe that is a way of the universe contacting you because, as we all know, we're more vulnerable in our dreams and more susceptible to it. Uh, you know, I think it's different for everyone. Like, it's like huge differences, but each of those stories are amazing. You know what I mean?
It is.
When you say it, and I read some of them, it's like, wow.
But but guys, it's the passion that we put in our lives that maybe resonate
Mm.
through our dreams. I mean, like we live
Mhm.
with pain. Some people live with pain. Some people live with sorrow. Some people live with,
Mhm.
death in the family. Like
Mhm.
marriages falling apart.
Yeah, yeah.
And we dream that. I mean, I don't believe it's in the back of your head. I believe that
No,
you might end up finding the next person in your life. And you don't know it until you
I,
dream
I
it.
think it's all, yeah, that you're right, and you probably do, but I think it's like, to me, and this is how I picture it, if what you put out to the universe is what you get back, because we all, like, give out vibrations, it will travel into the universe and it will always be there. And that's how it comes back to us. And so, for example, if you put fear out in the universe and that vibrational, um, energy, that's what you will get in return. You know what I mean?
But how do you?
So,
But how do you know it's that kind of fear? How do you know it's that kind of fear that you're seeking. Like, I mean, like let's say you go to sleep at night, and let's say you don't even think about it. I mean, can it still come at you hard in your dreams? You know what I mean?
I
I
think
mean,
it's all that, and it's much with life. And I'm no expert, like I have no clue, but I think, as your parents always said, you need to face your fears and overcome it. I think that's the same concept for that. You know what I mean? However you know, approach it, is up to the individual. But
yeah.
I believe that at some point you have to face that fear because, you just don't want to be no longer afraid, for one, and two, at some point you're like, okay, I really want to know what the heck is going on. So in order to do that and grow, you have to conquer your fears. I mean, I know that sounds easy, but
Yeah, I think when it comes to dreams and things, I think that's another way the universe uses
yeah, I agree.
their they use it as a way like a learning tool.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
when you have those dreams that put fear in you, that's a way of introducing you to those particular fears so that when they happen in real life, you're more prepared for it and you can face them head on better.
And then I will say
I
something
started
else about
having-
shadow people. So I did a lot of reading on that too. So
Yeah.
shadow people are believed by a lot of individuals that they're from a different dimensional beings, but also they believe that there are souls that were corrupted in life and now they become dark. So when encountering these shadow people, one thing that I've read and the studies that were conducted, and my personal opinion, by the way, too, is that these things, they feed off fear, and the more that is their energy source. You know what I mean? They sense it and it comes at you like nobody's business. It's almost like what do you call it? Like an emotional vampire or whatever,
Oh,
So
energy
this
vamp.
will energy
well,
vampire, exactly. But if you don't conquer that, and then that you're not going to get rid of it. This is not a good thing to have around you. Personal opinion again, everybody, I don't want no guiding shadow figure there because they do, a lot of people that encounter these things, we're told that they have sleep paralysis and whatnot. So this is a scary thing for real,
But can they make you
and
sick?
that's why I'm saying, of course, they can do a lot of things to you.
There's a popular misconception also around shadow people.
Mhm.
And it's more than just people. Like I think it's a common misuse of terms because it happens
Yeah.
with animals as well. I have a little shadow cat that runs around here.
Yeah, I've heard of that too. That's
Not all shadow people are malevolent either. A lot of times, sometimes you'll catch a glimpse of something you think is a shadow person. A lot of times, it's just your average earthbound spirit trying to manifest to get your attention.
showing themselves there. But I think you feel it though. It's a different feeling, and I think people know when you know what I mean. Yeah.
I mean, you can definitely, for the most part, your sixth sense tells you something's not quite right. Okay, everybody kind of has that sixth sense, and how I like to see, or how I like to explain to people what it's like being an empath. Imagine that sixth sense and heightened 1,000 times, where you're actually experiencing and feeling everybody else's emotions. Living people, spirits, and animals. That's why I have such a great connection with most animals, especially larger breed animals such as horses. I have a great connection.
I love horses. We have actually horses at home. We have a ranch. I love them.
I can communicate to them on a spiritual level through the empath. But when it comes to shadow people, for lack of a better term, they're not always bad. They're not always malevolent. It's not always demonic or evil. Sometimes it's just a spirit trying to manifest, and it doesn't always work. It takes a lot of energy to manifest.
Mhm.
They get to a certain point to where it may look like a misty,
Mhm.
figure, and you catch it out of the corner of your eye, and by the time you get to look at it, it already dissipated.
I don't generally agree with it. It's just,
One like it stayed almost a solid long enough to hold a conversation. And it turns
Mhm.
out they were either
But does it talk to you though?
past relative or whatever. I don't know myself because I haven't experienced that. The only
Mhm.
type of communication I've ever had with spirits was through they would speak to me in my mind. I would hear them
Mhm.
verbally, not
telepathically or whatever.
here's you and I talking. Kind of think of a broken radio trying to come in,
Mhm.
kind of thing.
So
Or
I can only recommend to Eric. I think it's Eric that's talking about the shadow people. So there's an author out there. Her name is Heidi Hollis, and so it's Heidi and Hollis, Hollis, and she wrote a book about shadow people, and maybe that will help you to better understand what it is, and
right,
and her experience and her information and advice what she has. So maybe that helps. And
right.
Eric, I hope that helps. So I read this book, and it was great that I read it. It gave me a lot of insight. So Boomer, for you too. I mean, seriously, she talked about things that I would have never connected with it. It's
Right.
just very interesting. I can only recommend it.
Hey, Lunar.
What's up, Lunar?
Yeah,
Hi, Miss Luna.
Yeah, I wanted to. Who was it? He flashed up there a second
Okay.
ago. Oh yeah, Eric again. I
Wow.
feel like they want to touch me, and that's good because regardless whether or not this entity that's trying to get your attention is malevolent or malevolent,
Mm.
is not a factor. You tell them to leave.
Yeah.
Is the best thing to do if you're not
Yep.
comfortable with it. Let's see.
But I think there's also a difference, when these beings show up in the middle of the night and scare you. Those are
Yeah.
probably not the good ones. You know what I mean? People, and when you see shadows manifesting during the day, it's very different. I think the experience itself, because these entities, I want to call them shadow entities, those are usually the ones. You're very welcome, Eric. Those are usually the ones that are those type of beings. If somebody shows up in the middle of the night at your house, even if it's human, no, they're not up to no good.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I
the
mean?
most
Like,
part,
kinda.
go with your gut feeling.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Every once in a while, yeah, our mind gets, our logic and our rational thinking kind of gets
Yeah.
in the way with, knowing what our gut is telling us. Rule of thumb: go with your gut feeling. If it doesn't feel right to you,
Mhm.
best to do whatever you can to make sure
Yeah.
it leaves you alone. If you
Right.
get a warm, comfortable feeling when something like that happens, most likely it may be a past loved one just coming by to check on you, see how you're doing, or they got a message for you, and that you look for clues and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
let's say you have a past loved one, they had a favorite song, and you've been hearing it for quite a while.
Thank you, Lynn.
Constantly.
I agree.
That's them giving you a message or letting you know, hey, I'm here because I'm playing you my song. You know what I'm saying? Or if you happen to notice certain words in a sentence that kind of catch your eye more than most of the other words, pay attention to those
Yeah.
words. And that's them
Um,
messages.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know,
Yeah.
I don't say that's true, but for me personally, I've never experienced or read or whatnot that a shadow entity is a past loved ones, and that may very well how you experience it. But in general, I've literally never heard that because they are considered demonic and dimensional beings. So I'm really like I'm interested in Boomer, you know, because they're showing him themselves in that way. That's interesting, and you're not scared at all. You don't think that you might be deceived, or
Well,
I
see,
mean,
I
I would
don't
think you
see
would be able
them.
to pick up on it,
I don't
right?
see them like with the naked eye, like a lot of people I know
Hmm.
say they do. Whenever a spirit communicates with me,
Hmm.
they communicate to me. Think of it almost like on a telepathy level. Okay, I
Hmm.
hear their voices, and I sometimes I respond vocally out loud.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't
Yeah.
need to.
Right.
Sometimes I only have to throw my thoughts at them. Apparently, but when they want to project uh, to me what they look like or something like that, what they do is they project
Hmm.
an image of themselves in my mind. It's almost
Hmm.
like watching TV, a clip, a movie clip. You
Hmm.
know, depending on what message they're trying to give me.
Hmm.
Like for instance, if a spirit comes through and is trying to describe to me how they died,
Hmm.
they're going to show me like either the car accident that happened.
You get like images like a film almost, like, you
Yeah,
know, the
yeah. And
So it's a
what's prudent is what's in focus. Imagine a
right.
panorama shot, okay, where the
Okay.
focus point is in focus and everything in the background and stuff is out of
Hmm.
focus. All right, what's in focus is what's prudent at that point. Okay,
yeah.
that's what I need to be focusing on, and
Right.
that's the clue they want me to see.
Mhm.
If
You
I
know,
see
when you talk
a
about it, it
car,
almost makes me think of when you develop pictures back in the day and you got the negatives of it, you know. I almost picture it you seeing it that way for some reason when you describe
um,
it.
no,
Is that
they're
kind of
usually, for the most part, they're usually in full color.
yeah.
But
Wow.
what's what's
Um
what's in the frame that's in focus
mm,
and stuff is what I'm supposed to see.
mm,
Anything else in
right.
the picture that's in the background or blurred out or whatever out of focus
Mm,
is just
mm,
irrelevant stuff.
right.
Yeah, guys,
I
everybody's
want to say something real quick. Everybody should be able to
yes, I was gonna say that.
share their experience, you know, without um, you know, negative,
Yeah,
you know, you got it wrong
For
because
sure.
everyone experiences it differently. Now, if there's information anybody wants to share, then I'm sure that's very appreciated. But
Exactly.
I believe that everyone experiences it their way, and if they do have information that they share, that should be respected. People don't have to agree with it, but it should be, you know, respected and um, talked about, you know, in a respectful way. I believe because we are here to share, you know, these things and should feel comfortable to share them, you know, without feeling to, you know, being attacked or whatever. I find that, I find that not okay. And that is exactly why people don't
So
get
could you
together and receive more knowledge or ideas or whatever. So I encourage everyone to just continue and share. And Ms. Lynn, I do know what you mean, and please keep on
yeah,
sharing. I would love to hear your story. And for Eric, no, it's not silly to be scared, and you're welcome, Ms. Lynn.
right.
And Eric, no, it's not silly to be scared. Even a grown man, it's absolutely
Exactly.
like who
yeah,
wouldn't be
because
scared?
a lot of people experience a lot of things
I mean,
differently.
yeah, the only
And
Yeah.
reason
it's
why it
not
doesn't scare
fair
me
to others.
now, the only reason why I'm not
Mhm.
scared of any of it now, like I don't get. For one, I've already almost been freaking possessed by this entity. We've donned red eyes.
Mhm.
Whether it was a demon or not, I don't know. I don't. If it was a
Mhm.
demon, I don't think it was a very high level demon because he would have had me. But
Mhm.
I've been nearly possessed. I've been dealing with this since I was 5 years old. I'm 50 now. I've
That's a scary thing. You know what I mean? I can imagine.
it is over.
Mhm.
Like I'm over being afraid of it. I just accept whatever comes now.
Mhm.
And if it's something
So
I
how
don't,
do you deal with that? Because you're saying this is continuously happening to you, how do you deal with that, and how do you protect yourself, so to speak, like, because I would think that's not only mentally and spiritual draining, but physically, because you're always
it
on
is.
guard.
Well, what I do for the most part, I've developed this technique. Well, I didn't develop it. I was taught this technique about how to shield myself from a lot of the stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not a 100% thing to keep everything out, but it does keep the most like
You're welcome.
it keeps it to a level that I can actually deal with.
And,
I can
and
withstand.
yes, paranormal files, I agree, you can
Garage,
share the
I
ideas.
the shield.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, and I don't think anything is 100%. I
No,
believe in like spiritual cleansing. Meditation, which is
right,
a lot of people think, oh, I need to know how to meditate. For me, meditation, I pray. You know what I mean? But that's me personally. I'm not pushing religion on anyone.
right.
And just to the cleansing. The sage. Cleanse your house. And prayer or whatnot. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
1980.
however.
Well, one thing I do have, for one, I have a great connection with Archangel Michael.
Nice.
The spirits that are here are very benevolent spirits, and they also assist in my protection. They won't allow anything malevolent to come through. They'll fight it off. Um, and I have my spirit helpers on the other side that assist me.
Right.
There's this little group of spirits over there that I've acquired through crossovers and such like that. Most of the spirits I've crossed over have been young child spirits.
That's sad.
Most likely to be stuck
But I
because
thought kids
usually
go to heaven straight away.
apparently not always. Especially if it's a sudden, unexpected death, or a traumatic death, anybody can be stuck. It's not always automatic. Now, in cases of, like, let's say stillborns or something like that, yeah, for the most part, yes, those spirits are immediately crossed over. But let's say you got a 12-year-old boy. This is one case that I had to deal with where I had to cross over in linear years, he was 12 years old, but it happened in the 1940s.
Love Shimmer Soul.
This kid drowned.
Yeah, it's very nice what you said. Thanks, Shimmer Soul.
There was a creek nearby where they lived at the time, and this happened in the house of a friend of mine's in Washington. She had two little young spirits there and an old man. It was hell getting the old man out of there because he kept waiting for his wife, who was never going to show. But for the two little boys, one of the boys, Andy died in a drowning accident in a creek.
Great talking to you, Miss Lynn.
Danny. Wait, yeah, Andy was the 1950s era who drowned.
Real quick, I want to say to Lynn M, don't ever feel out of place here. There's everybody has their own thoughts and everything else, and
that's
the way
all
they say
love.
things.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting you know. Hope you're welcome back here. And all right, thank you.
I just read something with Paranormal UK, but that is interesting. He just said, when you are torn from your body, they don't know they have passed yet. So what I would like, if I think that's interesting. So what Paranormal Files UK, what happens? Are they just sticking around,
They don't
or
pass yet.
so?
Yeah,
And
basically,
how do they? When do they realize? You know what I
Um,
mean?
that's what we
Hey,
refer
sorry,
to as
I'm
earthbound
in my
spirit.
PayPal, but I'm doing the fundraiser.
Okay, cool.
So if you want to tell them, I put it in the chat for the fundraiser. I'm on my other channel too.
Mhm.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, I'll be over in a minute.
All right.
About the paranormal, I appreciate your welcoming me. Yeah, you can stay in here, Lynn M.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
a lot of people have different opinions of what the paranormal is and how they experience it.
Oh yeah,
Feel
it's
free to
just
stay.
thing that nobody, like I always said, there's no experts in the paranormal.
No, there is none.
I would love to write to Diary of the Mind on the YouTube, giving her my email, and I have no idea how to do it. Can you do this for me?
Yeah, I can. You want to know her email?
Like, give her my email, my personal email, because I don't know. I have a feeling like I
Can
would
you put it on
really,
private chat and then I could just.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
In private
Because I
Well,
chat.
if
would
you want,
really like
if
to
you
talk
want,
to
you
her.
can post it out there, and I could just delete it whenever she gets it. If you want to put it out there.
I don't think.
Well, she typed it in
No.
private chat, Eli. If you look, you can just
Okay.
copy and paste
Oh,
it.
my
to
bad.
her.
Sorry, wasn't.
Yeah,
Okay, I got
she
it.
can use this one or this one. I gave you that one because that's my Facebook one. Did you see the question I asked you,
Yeah, I
Boomer?
got it.
No, Boomer. Your name's not Boomer, silly.
Oh no,
Here,
I'm just.
actually give
Mine
it
is the one with the American flag.
I'll put it on the link.
Raven.
That's what I asked you. Is it that one? And I never got a response.
Yeah.
Eli, give her the one I just sent you.
See it
Okay.
there? I said, yep,
Okay.
there we go. Come
I'll
on,
put out the
man.
other one too.
You know what? I'm old and I oversee things
Oh,
for sure. I am.
oh, you can't be more than what, 35, 36, 35?
Oh,
Okay,
I love you.
Diary
You
Diary
are the
reminds the
best.
second one that I'm sending
Thank
out.
you.
Yeah, come on.
It won't let me add you, Boomer. It only let me message you. I don't know.
I
So you're gonna have
guarantee you I'm a lot older than you
If
are.
someone dies of a sudden heart attack, do you
A little
guys
bit,
think
but-
they will stick
Diary
around?
said she got it, by the way.
yeah.
What do you think about that?
I listen to her.
But
So if someone dies of a sudden at a heart attack, do you guys think they will stick around? You know, I think personal opinion again. I think if when people pass on all of a sudden, I think it had like
Okay, Diary.
it maybe has something to do with how they lived, you know, who they were, if they, you know, up to this point fulfilled, you know, what they wanted to do, you know, and also depending on the personality they were, you know, if they in acceptance or not, I don't know.
yeah.
And hold on, Paranormal
many
Files UK
variables.
writes you have to mind the soul of your body.
Yeah.
It's very
There's
thin,
just
like
so many
Velcro.
variables to take into consideration. You know, we can never truly know why some spirits get stuck earthbound
So-
and some
Yeah.
cross over. I can speculate. I can more than speculate because of the fact that for the
I already
last
done that already, guys.
45 years, I've been
I removed
communicating.
it.
Okay, Eli, you can remove it now.
I did already.
Okay.
You know, 'cause I can
I hope to
communicate
hear
with
from you.
spirits that have crossed over. I've communicated with spirits that are
Mhm.
earthbound. So for me personally, I can make better than a speculation on how it works. But I will never truly understand exactly why things happen.
Well, I got a story.
Man,
They don't
I'm
even know
really
why.
interested. Paranormal Files UK, with what he's writing, or he or she, I'm sorry, writing there. I think it's very interesting, and I've not read this before, so I guess the theory or the experience is different to me. So yeah, it's what the new spirits have to get
Yeah.
used to using. So what do you say, Paranormal Files UK? Is this something, because you know we do hear of earthbound spirits? Is it some people just, you know, it takes some seconds to accept it and ascend, or I would assume it's up to the individual, and you seem like you
I
have
don't know.
quite a bit of experience with that, so I would love to hear more about
Yeah, he can come
what
up.
you know
He
and
used
what
to
you
come
experienced.
up, but yeah.
Mhm.
I'll
Are
put the
you
link
kidding
out.
me? Are you kidding me? Trying to get Z up on the piano is like pulling teeth out of a freaking crocodile.
He
Okay?
used to come up a long time
Are you
ago.
kidding me? Yeah, he came onto my piano twice.
Come on, prove
I
him
know I
wrong.
said the last one that I will only
He came
do
up
it
5
once.
times for me. 'Cause I'm
I
too
said I
good.
will only do it once, and it was a lot of convincing from those two, you know. So I literally broke what I said. Yes, it's like a lie. I did
Welcome back.
I'm like,
Yeah.
God dang it.
But I gotta say, I gotta get going because I'm 9 minutes late to a prior engagement.
Ooh, shame on you.
Oh man, that's messed up, dude. You're using
Yeah, well, she's still
kidding.
here.
No, I'm
too.
kidding,
I don't
I'm kidding,
feel all
I'm
that
kidding.
bad.
Are you talking about me?
Yes,
Yeah.
you know,
Like
Oh man, I
always.
always love to see you. You
Ivana,
bring
better
so
be
much
loved.
energy
I
and
shared your link.
really good like
Oh, yeah.
vibes in it. You know, no matter what you're going through, I feel like you're always there to uplift and you just bring really good like upbeat energy. So
You wanna
thank you,
order
Boomer.
tickets? All you have to do
Okay,
is,
cool, Diary.
problem.
if not, like I said, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
doing it probably
Hey
next
guys,
month. See
read the
how
screen at the bottom, guys.
some people. You stop.
Can there be more people instead of just 7?
I wish I was 7 again.
No, he's saying there's 7 people in my live
I just
for
typed
the
it in.
raffle. He goes, can there be more people than just
Well,
7?
once I get over there, I'll share it out. I'll tweet it out,
No,
and that'll bring
here,
more
I'm
in.
just saying that.
Mhm.
Well,
I'm-
I honestly think that. Okay, I have a story to tell. Okay, I was once working at a warehouse doing security, and I was told from my partner that this guy, he died because a forklift had failed on him. Okay, so he had stories about a dead guy being in his car at the same time because he used to park at that same spot he died at. So I was sitting, I was like actually standing there on top of the loading dock, and from distance, the guy was just standing like this, and you can see a flash shirt, and a flawed, like one of those thick jackets, I don't know what you call them, but then it's some blue jeans, blue jeans.
So you could see the clothing,
I
like
can.
you were distinctively. Wow.
And he was just sitting like this, just chilling out, whatever. So I thought, okay, no one's not supposed to be on that property. Okay, so there was equipment there and there, work equipment, I guess, whatever. So, anyways, so I moved closely to that person, and he disappeared. And then I moved back, and he was still there. He was just like this, basically just like this.
He was scoping you out. He's like, yeah, homie,
Yeah.
watch what you're doing.
Yeah.
Mind your space. 3 feet. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. I'm trying to bring them.
No,
Yeah,
but
it's interesting.
But at the same time, his car that was his wife didn't want it. He gave it to the company to get it rid of. To this day, his ghost is still there.
Wow. Yeah, I must have really had some, significant meaning, And you know what? I wish I wish I could. I mean, don't we all wish we had the answers to everything, but I don't think any of us will ever fully understand or, grasp it.
Where's the link, Red?
And maybe that's the beauty of it. You learn and you experience, even if it's just fractions of it. And I think it's beautiful and it's a blessing,
I wanna know.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I want to know. Like, I want to be in.
I want to know the
realm.
lottery numbers.
Yeah, lottery numbers. Boomer,
would be
do you know
great.
what lottery numbers?
Why don't spirits do that? Why don't
Can they
spirits
not?
do that?
Yeah, why
Read
can't
the
they
lottery
talk?
number.
It's against the
can't they
spiritual
talk?
laws, I guess.
I know, but it would be so great.
Yeah, that would have been so cool if
It's
they would have said
all
lottery
about-
numbers. Yeah.
It's all about it has more to do with changing the outcome of the future and stuff like that, which we're not supposed to be able to do. Like
I think it's all about spiritual ascension. You're elevating your vibration and in order to and I don't know if the spiritual realm necessary. I mean, I'm sure they part of it, but I believe that. I mean, I have a whole theory on it, on the awakening and what I believe in. And it is definitely not a norm, and I would think people would agree.
Can you put the link
Red.
out to your chat, please, Lil Red?
Pay attention to your chat. Read your damn chat, woman.
Paranormal Files. Like with spirit boxes, you don't know if they're the ones talking to you though. I'm gonna talk about the loved one, the dead loved ones. Like it could be a demon maybe trying to trick you. I always used to think that. I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Just like with chronic pain, I'm not an expert. I'm not a doctor, but at the same time, I would like to know if there's any cures as well. But at the same time, it's like I don't know if they're the spirits that are talking to us.
You know, it's sad. If you are religious, it says that the earthly pains bring you closer to God. I wonder if that like applies to the universe too. You know, it brings you closer to the universe. Either way you want to put it. But then I'm thinking, why? What's the point?
All right, so I'm out of here. I got to go hop over on Little Red because I already
Oh,
promised her
okay, Boomer.
and I'm 15 minutes late.
It was so good to see you again. Take care.
Fun,
Yeah, it was great hanging with you guys again.
Yeah.
We'll do this again sometime.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yes,
Where
definitely.
the hell is the get the hell out of here? I'm so used to Zoom. There it
Yeah,
is.
I'll get you
I
out.
have no idea.
Okay.
That is true, Paranormal Files UK. Money is the cause of all evil. I would 100% agree with you on that.
It is
Yeah.
because I mean
Yeah.
we need money to live. We need money to do things with, and we can't do without money because everything is associated with money.
It's a love-hate relationship for me. You know, you need it, but you know, and when you look what's going on in the world, you know, it's all about the mighty dollar and power. But and you know, above all, I really do believe the money is secondary. It's the power, and in order to have power, to gain that power, you need money, right? It's just a vicious cycle, and
It is.
I don't
It
know,
is.
it's disgusting.
I want to appreciate everybody for being here too. I know you guys are suffering through pain and everything else. It could be family pain. It could be all sorts of pain. I appreciate you guys sitting here. If you guys are dealing with that too as well, and I want to thank you all for being here. Everybody's welcome, guys. All right.
Yeah, I think it's great. People, you know, sharing a little bit, saying hello and stuff. That
Oh yeah.
I like that. It's very uplifting, you know, when you, I don't know. I know that sounds corny, but I like it.
I do too.
It's just good energy. That's what I'm saying. At least that's how I feel.
I mean, it's like me. Like I mean, sometimes I don't like money, man, because money. Everybody wants it. Everybody depends on money now these days. There's never.
And the lengths they go to attain it, you know what I mean? And
Oh,
and
yeah.
some of them, yeah,
They'll kiss their butt just to get it, and then at the end, hey, you know,
or worse.
buddy, yeah, fuck you, buddy. I'm sorry to say that, but yeah. But
Mhm.
then when it comes to
Why
when
you
money
sorry?
because people are evil people and they just care about money. I'm sorry to say that.
You know,
man.
I think that inherently that people are good. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
just think that so many of us, hi Wolf, so many of us
I will.
have been integrated into what is not today, and which is just mean and nasty. And we really forgot how to be compassionate with one another, motivating, uplifting, because everything is just, you know, oh, well, they're crap or this or that. It's just never, you know, people will go out of their way to create like drama, I feel, and to
Exactly.
be mean, you know, and make somebody feel bad. And I'm not saying people in here just inject what I observe on a day-to-day basis. But when you encounter somebody that is nice to you and gives you a smile and it's genuine, I mean, you're really surprised. And that makes your whole day. So that just shows you how rare that is. And I think when we as humanity start doing that again, you know what I mean? I think, you know, it heals your spirit, you know, your soul, and it gives you hope. Hi, White Wolf.
It's hope because one day, you know, like you'll finally realize that, you know, like who's your real friend
Thank you, TJ.
at the end, and your
I
real
think
family member.
that too, but in general, humanity, we as people need to get together and, like I said, do just that, you know, love one another and, you know. So, for example, people that learn a trade, you know, and are really good in their trade. And, you know, now there's this new person coming along and they really want to learn that trade. So
Oh yeah.
odds are, you know, people in general, they don't want you there because you're impeding their space. And oh my God, it forbid, you know, you become better than they do in it.
Oh
But why
yeah.
is that? Why not teach people? And yeah, do you see what I'm saying? And that's what I mean with whether it's spiritually, emotionally, you know, I just think we just need to learn how to do that again. And that is
The
that is
problem is
also,
the
yeah,
problem is we're trained in this world
that's
to
what I'm
just
saying. Mhm.
I said we're already adapted to the world how it is today, and people don't
Isn't
want to
that
change
sad though?
because it's nothing positivity new happening, and if it's something new and free, then they're not going to want to learn anything else because they're going to have to change their way of believing and thinking.
Do you believe that your life is written out?
I have a question for
Maybe to
you.
an extent, but
If you're gonna, do you
anything can
believe that
change.
your life is written out for you? I think it is. I mean, it depends. I think
Now,
it's only
wait a
it's only
minute.
to make.
I will say this, Eli. You are the author of that book, and you write your story, no
Yeah,
one else. So
exactly.
no, I don't believe that anybody is writing the story. I'm sorry, Paranormal Files UK, that I'm answering it too, although it's to Eli.
Yeah,
But I believe we write our own stories.
yeah.
That's what I think.
Well, I
We're
think
just not
that.
realizing that we're in charge of it, you know.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think that it's it's the how you make your life. You know, that's what I think. It's how you live it. Because if you live it where, you just want to lay down and die, then that's how you're gonna lay down. It's up to you if you want to live it. If you want to actually breathe the next day. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, because it's just the way God wanted you to live it. And you can't change the books. You can't change history. If God wants you to live a certain way, I don't know. I guess you probably can change it. I don't know. It all
If
depends.
you're the author of this writing, you can change it any way
You
you
can.
want to.
You
And that
can.
is the problem with the human mind. We
Yeah,
believe that there's only so much possible. So
exactly.
we put limitations on ourselves. You know what I mean? And that's why I
Exactly.
think, oh, well, yeah, it can only be written in this way. No, dang that.
Exactly.
You can do anything you want. I mean, that's for anybody here.
Exactly.
You can achieve what you want. You can take it where you want. Even things that people are like, oh man, are they crazy? Yes, I'm crazy, but I'm living life, dude, and I'm loving it. There you go.
I do. And I believe that I will write it the way I want to write it because, and if it does end up where if I die a certain way later, that's fine. What can I do with life?
But I don't. What is I don't understand. Like, what are you saying, Paranormal Files? Like, you say yes, agree, but there's people that believe that. I'm really. I don't understand.
They're meant to
I
be
don't
on your
understand where
panel
that's
tonight.
going.
Yes, I agree,
Yeah,
but there's people.
elaborate on that because that's I don't
There's
understand.
people that believe that they're meant to be on your panel tonight. What do you mean by
I'm
that?
sure he's gonna let us know. We have free will.
What I think what he's asking is, like
Yeah, life with Bob Bubble. I agree. Mm.
Beth how is, huh? Oh, here's what I think. Honestly, I think that like everybody is supposed to be a friend on the panel. You know what
I
I mean?
definitely agree.
And because if not, we wouldn't get along.
Mm.
And it's destined. I mean, some move on to do better things. They make their own channels. They end up
Mm.
moving on to another channel, and then you'll get another friend that comes in here, and they okay.
I
It's
think you
like
should have a ton of friends.
yeah, they inspire you, and then another person will inspire you when they come back in, and then
Yeah.
another one is going to inspire you to make good greatness in your life. That's what I think.
Yeah, I would like to intelligently comment on the panel or whatever, but I don't know anything about it. You know what I
What's up,
mean? I just
Redmond?
enjoy,
It's
you
sort
know,
of
here
tricky.
talking to you guys and kind of experience it. So, but I don't know the in and outs and the
I
workings
think
and
right now,
I don't know.
I think she is live right now.
No, I got what tonight to be. So you're saying it's written and it's
I don't
It's
get what.
already decided for this. So basically, that's okay. So like White Wolf said, people are where they're supposed to be. Is that so? That makes more sense. Oh, and guys, I will tell everybody here, at least as long as I'm on, don't be offended when I ask questions that are like seem out of this world. But English is my second language, so when I do ask, I mean it sincerely and not because, you know, I'm trying to be a smarty. So thank you.
Now, what's going on with Angela? What? I mean, there's people out
I'm
there. I
sorry.
believe her.
I can't see anything.
I don't know.
It's a
Man. There's
poem,
so
White
many.
Wolf, talking about season for reason. Oh, I like that. That kind of rhymes, Eric. Love it. Hello, Greg, man.
Hold on a second.
Huh.
I mean, there's people out there that believe an example. I meant to be on chat here.
Thank you.
I guess I get. I don't
Thank you
know.
for clarifying. Like, I
I
know
don't.
what he means now.
Yeah, I do too. I mean,
Mhm.
I just think it's everybody's meant to be in a certain place in life, you know.
Mhm.
And if they want to move on to greatness, they can move on. I don't know, man, because there's gonna be another person that's gonna.
Hello.
Hello.
Mhm.
How you
That was
doing?
Okay, I don't know if she was
that
talking
was
to me or not.
no, that was her. That was her son. He's funny. Yeah, and again, you know, like I said, and I agree. You know, I think you're supposed to be on certain, you know, at certain events or whatnot, for a reason. But does that necessarily include, you know, that your life is already written for you? I don't know.
Who knows?
Personally, I think that is destined to be in certain people's lives, or you show up at a time you do for
We're
whatever
talking
reason.
Angela
The
Elo, I
universe
believe
it.
she's alive right now.
But as far
Okay.
as like what you create for yourself, and whether it's success or whatever it is, you know, I think you do that yourself. You are who decides that. I know that sounds very easy for
Hi.
somebody, but it's not.
Hello.
Yeah.
Jar Jar
What is
Binks.
that? Reason, season, lifetime. Is that a book, White Wolf, or just poems? Is that what you said? I will definitely read that. Yeah. A season. Oh, a season, not reason. Season, lifetime. A reason, season, lifetime. Okay, I'm gonna look that up for sure. Yeah. Everybody, yeah, you got so quiet. Little Red is somewhere. I'm like, okay, guys, what's up? Oh, I forgot the reason. So, but nobody, you know, don't take, you know, what I'm saying as it's just my opinion and what I'm going through. I know people will disagree with it. I find it interesting
I know
and really
people are going to hate
appreciate.
me here, but it's because it's drummed into our lives from parents and our beliefs.
I don't hate anybody. I think that's a very you know, distinct word, and I may dislike, you know, certain things, but generally I love everyone. You know what I mean? We all have our quirks and, you know, our ticks that people don't like, but I love people, and I hope, you know, I mean, yeah, and I do disagree. And no people going to hate. True.
Why? I mean,
I saw it. Thank you, White Wolf.
I posted a link.
Mm-hmm.
Victory. What link was
Yeah,
that
for
about?
it was reason for season. Oh my God, now I gotta go back because here it's reason, season, lifetime. And see, and that's something I love too. You know, you share, like for Eric, you know, I really hope the Heidi Hollis will help because the experience is there. I think those are things that should be out too, you know. But I mean, I don't, how would I know, you know, but I may be able to help somebody, you know, find an article or a book or another person that definitely has experienced that, you know, and that's a great way to help out too, you know. So Just saying. Maybe I'm just babbling. Sorry, guys. Okay. So
And
it's a
who,
poem.
I'm kind of.
I like it. Does anybody want me to read it real quick for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Eli?
That's fine. That's fine.
It says, people come in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. When you figure out which it is, you will know exactly what to do. When someone in your life if someone in your life for a reason, it is usually to meet a need you have expressed outwardly or inwardly. I agree. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I send it to you, but it is very true, and I love it. White Wolf. I love him. He's the greatest, and he's, the one thing I really cherish about him is that you can tell that he has love for everyone, and it is so nice because you feel it, you know what I mean? And he is there to help anyone, you know what I mean? Talk to anyone, and just to put out love, and that's rare. So great person. Ms. Little Red, you are very quiet and not talking. What do you think of all of this?
Mom. She said you're very quiet.
Oh,
I think she's having her own live stream too.
I'm very quiet. I'm over here on my channel.
That's awesome.
Will you stop unwinding that?
You're welcome.
I wasn't trying to. It accidentally fell. Hello.
Fran said, no kids allowed on this
Yeah.
panel.
Look at my
I
description.
agree.
Yeah, no kids
No
allowed.
kids allowed.
guys.
Because I'm going to use some cuss words.
Yeah,
Which
because
I'm sure I have the whole time already anyway.
Yeah, sometimes we cuss and everything else, and
Yeah.
I know you can't help it sometimes because.
Yeah. No, I can't. And
also,
shoot, I think it's called. I think it actually has. She has a. Hold on, I will actually look it up for you, Eric, because I can't. But I think it is called Shadow People. But give me 1 second, and I will actually look it up. And it's really interesting because she said she had those experiences for the longest time, and
Saints of Victory. The book.
Yeah,
from
I know.
Heidi
He's
is
just
called
asking.
That Hat Man.
So I believe there it is. So she has one that's called. Hold on, maybe I could wait. I would like to. It is actually called Shadow People, Eric. So she has like a few of them. She has Shadow People, and then she has paranormal, and then she has the Hatman. Because some people describe when they see a shadow, they don't only see a shadow, but some of them see a shadow person that wears a hat. So she talks about that quite a bit. But the first one I would recommend for you, Eric, is the Shadow People, and that is what I read, and that was very interesting and informative. It's really good.
Why can I guys ask you a question?
Thanks, White Wolf. Yes. I saw it, Eli.
Yeah.
Not worth mentioning.
Yeah. Okay.
That's another thing. Focus on the positivity, the people that will bring positive energy and love into your life, and stop focusing and paying attention so much to things that are just not good for you. Just you focus on the negative and negative things around you. That's all you will see. And the positive things just pass you by, and it's just not how you should live. You should live, focusing on that and be happy. I'm glad, Eric. I really hope it helps. I really do. Please let me know if it did answer some things for you. I really hope it does.
Okay, let me see. 1 second. Special gifts, unspecial.
I agree.
I agree too.
Yeah. I think Paranormal Files UK, I think people that possess those gifts are so far in between. And if they do have it, I think that, yes, exactly, White Wolf. That's exactly what she's talking about in that book. And I wasn't going to say it so Eric could get it and read it and be so surprised about it, but you let the cat out of the bag. Yes, that's exactly. But to me, aliens or extraterrestrial and spiritual is the same to me because it's energy. So personally, it's not a difference to me in connection when we talk about higher beings, dimensional beings. They energy form just like spirits, I guess. So to me, it's the same. Yeah, I do. I definitely do. That is exactly what I think. Not all, because you have different beings. You have beings that are, I want to say flesh, but to personal opinion, they're man created, and then you have higher beings
What's up, Raven?
that
How you
are
doing?
spiritual entities. Hi, Raven. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good to see you. So yeah, I do actually, to a certain extent. Like I do to a certain, but there's more detail to it, White Wolf. But I do believe it's in connection with it. Absolutely.
It is.
I could be wrong. That is my personal opinion. So
Lunar Eclipse Paranormal. Do you mind if you can go check your email, please? Thank you.
must. I must get a burst of inspiration. Definitely, you are a burst of inspiration. Hello.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Chills.
What's up,
Hey,
Raven? Chills, what's up?
What's going on, Raven?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, but hold on a second.
I'm gonna say is how come
aliens are black men from?
How come I can't see this person up here?
One day.
She's
Yeah, probably White Wolf.
It's a little red. You can't see it. Is it like a dark screen or something?
Yeah, it's just. This is all I see on hers.
Huh. Little red.
That's all I see on hers too.
Really? That I see her like stuck. She's like not moving. She looks like she's frozen.
Yeah, it's probably her internet.
She probably paused it and was like, "Forget them."
You missed a good live stream today.
Oh yeah, what was it about?
It was Legends Factor Faked.
Yeah, Paranormal.
I gotta look at that video.
What was it, Chills?
Legends and Mythical Creatures Factor Faked.
Oh, was that on the? Is that on the? Not the history. Is it History Channel or what? What are we talking about?
No, it's what he did. He did.
It's on my channel.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to look that up. I did send in the private chat, Chills, my email to, because I didn't get the chance to give you that the last time we talked or I saw you. So
I don't have anything in my private chat.
Oh no, like in the private here, I guess. Hold on. I wrote that at the very beginning when I came on. Hold on.
Yeah, we ended up talking about Blair Witch, Eli.
Oh.
I'll be back. I'll be back, Chills. I'm just trying to sort out this email real quick. Okay.
Hold on. I think
can you take over, Vic, please?
About what? I don't have.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll be back. Okay.
He's just he's just checking the email stuff.
Okay.
Life with Bob and Bobo or Boo Boo. How you doing?
That's why he was asking if you want to take over for her a little bit until he gets back.
White Wolf, how's it going?
Right. Thank you, Chills. So that's interesting. Yeah, I'll send it again. Do you see that now?
Chills? Yeah, he lives in the same state I live in.
Who, Chills?
Yes.
Yeah. We live about 45 miles apart from each other.
I was gonna say, do you guys at least saw each other?
I haven't met him in person.
No,
yet.
Paranormal Files, please don't shut up. I love reading about this because this is interesting what you're saying. So, and I encourage anybody to keep on writing and talking about it. That's what this is for. And I'm very intrigued, and I'm actually learning a lot. I love it and I appreciate it so much.
Paranormal Files. You do not have to be quiet because what you're saying can end up being fact. Because a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of things that are happening now. Even the Bible says it too. Paranormal events.
White Wolf, you and I go for a beer. I'm with that. I'm on my way. I wish.
Hey, Lunar Eclipse, go and check your email, please. Thank you.
But no, I know what you mean, Raven. They're
Eli sounds grumpy.
When you look at, yeah, he was in great spirits, and I don't know what happened. So, what about you, Chills? Do you believe, like, what is a spiritual awakening to you, and do you think you have experienced it, and if so, how?
A spiritual awakening? Are we talking like God and Jesus type awakening, or?
It's not designated to a specific religion. It's just, you find your spirituality, you awaken to who
I'm sorry,
you are.
guys. It's nothing.
There's a lot of factors in it. Yeah. So
I'm good.
some people describe it as, they found, either they found God, or they found the creator, or they realize who they are, or
well, Eli knows my story. My story, like, I'm new to this whole God thing. Like, I'm barely been going to church not that long now. I was atheist for many, 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 many years. I guess atheist would be the way to call it, or I call it lost. But when I suffered my 2 heart attacks, I came back, and I don't know what it was. Like, all of a sudden I just started wanting to go to church, and I felt comfortable in church after I had my 2 heart attacks, and I got diagnosed with my heart disease and told that I was going to die.
Do you remember anything, like, some people say they remember certain visions, or, you know what I mean, when they were pronounced or were pronounced or had a...
Tell you the truth, my first heart attack happened when I was in my doctor's office. I didn't even feel it.
Oh my goodness.
And he said, well, we need to get you a stress test because I think you just had a heart attack.
I would have had a heart attack just hearing that.
Well, my second one happened when I was in my operation. And that one, I was so high, I didn't even feel that one.
Time just still real quick.
Yeah, there's a video of me coming out of my operation. My wife put it up.
Really? Is that something that I think that's very brave, to share something like that, because it's somewhat, vulnerable. It is a vulnerable thing. But
I love my fans. I love my people I love all my loyals that come to my channel and everything else. And a lot of them were very, very upset about what was going on, and they wanted to make sure I was safe. And according to my wife, as soon as I came out, she said, as soon as I came out, that was the first thing I told her to do was to get on there. I don't remember none of this, tell you the truth.
Yeah.
It was to get on there so I could tell my loyals that I was fine and everything else. And it came out. It came out to I should have waited a little bit longer than what I did.
Did you leave a message like those messages they have on YouTube when people come out of surgery and like blah blah blah?
It's exactly how it was.
I am so going to have to check this out.
I didn't even remember it, and then I was like, I'm gonna delete this video, and then come to find out I can't delete this video because it's my #1 viewed video. And I'm like, man, I was like, if I was to delete that video, I would lose so much watch time.
That's crazy.
So all my loyals ended up locking that video in, so I couldn't get rid of it.
Hey, you know what? It's something, I mean, first of all, you okay, and thank God for that, and it is a blessing, and it's also a blessing to have people that are concerned and showing their love to you. I think we all need that, we all need to
No, you got an email,
feel
please.
loved and important, Who? Eli?
Mary, I'm sorry. She changed her name.
So yeah, it's
Eclipse Paranormal. You got an email?
oh, I see what time it is. So I'm not going to say it again because the first time I said I will not come on panel again, but a lot of convincing. But I enjoy talking to you guys. I just every one of you has, the stories that they tell and who they are is just as individuals. I'm very grateful to meet you guys and hearing and seeing some of these. Thank you.
It's
And
a lot of people meet people, they enjoy it. Because I did on my channel, I did so many videos. I did a live not too long ago, a couple days ago. I was actually live doing it, just average talk about what's going on in YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah, usually I go on a lot later, but today me and Eli seem to step on each other's feet today. So,
so I am not a YouTuber and I'm not a streamer, and I know I never will be. But I do enjoy talking to you guys, and at any time I don't know how to work it either and get your guys' channel because I will subscribe to it.
Can I stop you right there? Can I stop you right there?
What? Sure, go ahead. Stop me all you want.
You are now a YouTuber.
Yeah, she's gonna. She's gonna go on my panels from now on too. So I mean, she's more.
Yeah, I just enjoy talking to you guys. It's just like because any experience you talk about that is out of the norm, I feel like you can openly share them, and I do get a lot out of it.
If you want to hear Eli talk about paranormal, come to my channel on Sundays where he's a co-star on my paranormal channel.
Co-host too.
Please put a link up so I can click it and do that, because honestly, guys, I really don't. I know I probably sound silly and people are like, "Is she for real?" But yeah, I'm for real. I have no idea. I
got a show on Sundays. It's a Paranormal Sunday.
Yeah, I would. Man, yes, I'm so with it. Like, if I know how to get a link, I'm totally...
sometimes on his Sunday shows because a lot of that stuff fascinates me, even knowing my beliefs are what my beliefs are. I'm not.
That's my link right there.
I'm not telling people they cannot believe what they believe.
And I'm with you on this, Raven. I know you're religious, and so am I. And I would not back on it, but I also don't judge people on different beliefs. It intrigues me, but I love God and I believe in God, and He's everything to me. You know what I mean? And I will tell somebody in a minute.
I just want to say I'm also excited because Paranormal Sunday is going to probably be my only live stream here within 6 months. Because my doctor said in 6 months, if I'm still healing the way I'm healing, that he's going to clear me to go back on my investigations. So I'll be going back out there to the field. I already got the one spot that I want to go to, and it's over there by Raven's house.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I don't know how you guys do that. I've never done it.
I got to
although I'm intrigued,
get in touch with you, Chills, because that way, maybe if you do a live stream, I can show you places that I've known for years and I've been around here, because a lot of people don't understand it. Santa Fe is one of the most haunted cities.
Hey, there's my homegirl right there.
And there's a lot of things, a lot of history about Santa Fe too. Like,
I heard that there's a lot of history.
Yeah, that's another channel right there you need to follow. Is Diary of Her Mind. Her and I think it's Kelsey.
I already gave her my email. I'm very interested in her. I don't know. I just felt like I had to give her my email I feel like she has, she has a lot of knowledge, and I'm probably gonna get something. Not probably.
Diane
I know
Vermeij?
I will get something out of it. Yes.
Have you heard of the
Diane Vermeij,
La
she's got abilities.
Hold on,
She
Joseph.
has a what?
Abilities?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was told. But yeah, I'm really.
Can I say something? You ever
Sure,
heard of
you
you ever heard of the La Llorona,
La Llorona?
can.
Yes.
Yeah.
the weeping
That
woman?
is some scary stuff.
That actually happened here. A lot of people don't understand that.
I understand that. That's one of the ghosts I investigate over there.
Hmm.
I can't wait. I commend you for being brave. I've never done it, and no, I don't think I'll ever do it. But I enjoyed it. I'm very intrigued, and
Do you want to see
to
some
see
of my
people do it and be
evidence
so
from it?
brave. Like, yeah.
Let's see. Hold on, Eli. You're gonna have to let me in real quick.
I
Okay.
did. I did
Eli
get
saw
your.
this and he tripped out.
Yeah, I was the one that caught that voice, you know.
Really?
You didn't. I did. I'm just waiting for you to share it.
So, what about you, Raven? Do you do paranormal investigations?
No, I do.
No.
My channels is totally different, but I back up all different channels, and I literally talk about different things and stuff like that.
Well, if you guys don't mind, I'll have Eli email me your links too, just so I have it, and then I subscribe to your channels. I am always, wanting to see, different. So I'll definitely check it out too. I'm sure it's interesting.
Yeah, I don't just do paranormal. I also do travel and stuff. So you'll see some travel videos on my side here. So
Yeah.
Give us some tips on where to go.
basically, like I got into Carlsbad Caverns, which is a giant hole in the ground that's like 7 miles deep. It's a giant
Wow.
cave. All right, here's my
Huh.
video.
Thank you. That
That's
was
the
super
lady
loud.
in white.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. Paranormal Files UK. I agree, absolutely.
Here's the story. If y'all want to read it.
Mhm. No, I like that because a lot of, I see people, they just put something on there and they're very vague with, or maybe didn't do enough research. So I do like that.
Well, see, La Llorona is my ghost. That's the ghost that I choose to investigate a lot, so I know a lot about her.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Why did you choose her? Like, out of all of those things,
It's
like,
a
what intrigued you
story
about
that's been passed down to every New Mexican child from the time we were kids. Yeah, since like the 1800s.
And a lot of people don't understand it. It is very true.
Yeah, it
Even
is.
I believe it.
I have heard about it too at times because even though I don't have a Hispanic background, because a lot of people say, well, you have to be Hispanic. No, you don't. You hear even everybody hears about it.
Yeah, you don't have to be interested in
No.
something. I find that silly.
Yeah. See, the town. A lot of people don't understand is the town the city where I live was a town before.
Yeah, it's Santa Fe's the river.
Yeah.
The Santa Fe River is where she drowned her kids at. See, watch. Let me find a spot here.
Okay.
520. If you look right here, you see that sign right there?
Yeah.
It says "Woman who walks on water." That's in reference to La Llorona.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And that sign is still up. A lot of people don't think it is, and they're saying, "Oh, it's all faked. It's all mythical. It's not all true."
I like that video, man. Did you show her what she said in the
No, he's getting to that spot
yeah,
right there.
Yeah, I'm getting to it still.
yeah. I'm kidding.
Eli, will you make sure you send me in an email the link to Raven and Chill's just in case, because I probably mess it up. I have no idea.
All right,
Sure. Some private,
check
right?
this out. This is a carved statue.
The thing is to click on the person's name, which I'll do, and you can get to the link.
Okay.
I'll do it now.
Just
I
Alright,
tried
guys,
to
click
do that
on
on
it.
here and it just didn't work. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I got you.
Okay.
Here's some
Well,
carved statues in the park.
Okay.
These two right here are angels, and then the third one I'll show you is actually a picture, or is actually a carving of La Llorona.
Oh wow.
Looks like La Llorona.
Wow.
mhm.
So you have some archangel. There's another archangel. And this one right here is La Llorona.
Does she have wings?
She does.
Huh. That's interesting.
Look at this, guys.
She has an eye
She
in the
has
center of
an
her
eye.
chest.
Yeah. See.
Right there.
And did you guys hear that?
Now do that one more time.
Watch, listen right here. I didn't realize it until I did my editing. It's going to turn over, but listen very closely. You'll hear kids talking.
Eye. Right there.
Watch.
Everything good.
That
Did you hear
is
it?
so loud. Like they're playing. Like I didn't even have to pay attention to it. That was like in your face, like they were playing and talking.
Mhm.
Exactly. I didn't even hear it.
Holy crap.
Well,
And
check
look what
this
I'm
guys
walking
out, guys.
into.
We're gonna go into this tunnel real quick.
There's no
Yeah, you would be
reason.
going to that tunnel on your own. I would be like, I wait up here for you. See you in a minute.
I mean, listen, you hear kids.
She has an eye.
Why does she have an eye? I was going to ask that. That's interesting.
La
What is
Llorona
that?
is notorious for drowning children.
Yes.
That's terrible. That's horrendous.
See. Okay.
Okay, Diary.
The thing is that the history of the La Llorona was being passed down. So many people still believe it today. Others in Santa Fe think it's all a myth. It doesn't really happen until you hear stories about kids vanishing in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And a lot of people, and a lot of police here in Santa Fe has also investigated missing children here. Near
Wow.
that
300
near-
children since the 1800s have been gone missing
near
at this
that
river.
river.
So I'm just letting you know. Sorry for interrupting.
I will have to read about this. I've never heard of children going missing. I heard of her and like weeping, when she sounds close with her weeping, she's far away, but when her weeping sounds far away, she's close. I don't know if that's
I
true.
got that on here.
I'll tell you something else, that a lot of people actually have seen her,
Yeah, oh yeah, I believe
heard
that.
her.
Now that's scary, man. When I heard that, I had to like tell chills about that.
Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna go into this tunnel real quick. Oh damn! Watch out, there's fireworks. Oh, look at all these tags.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand this. Some of these people that have been tagging it.
I
you
think
see
that's
all those tags around there. I mean, until he can until they focus. Some of the tags say, "Do not go up this place by yourself." Or if you have
I
a
had the
friend
hardest
or a
time
neighbor
keeping my camera
or somebody to be with you. See, the city workers in Santa Fe also been in the same tunnels as where Chills has been, and they also heard, and they some of them left and never go back to that same place.
Hold on. I'm sure there's a spot where something's coming now, right, Chills?
Eli heard on here her moan and tell me to get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got grabbed.
Dude, something just grabbed my back, dude, the back of my jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, literally something grabbed the back of my fucking jacket.
I actually got
White
freaked
Paul,
out right
so much
there.
going on.
My heart's going crazy.
You think like if something would grab me, I'm like, you know, I think I'm good. Like I've got all the adventure I needed today, and I'm out.
And I'm going to tell you something else. That all these tunnels that with the rock has been there for hundreds of years.
Top of this bridge.
I believe it. I believe it.
And you saw all the piping. Maybe some of them were like maybe 50, 60 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and Eli said right after my jacket got pulled, you could hear, if you have headphones on, you could hear somebody tell me to get out.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let me listen. Like, if you're in the spot, I would like to.
Hold on, let me see. We're going to go back to where my jacket got pulled.
What? Dude, literally something just grabbed the back of my fucking jacket. Dude, my heart's going crazy. I hear walking out there. Do you hear that?
It's Sean, probably.
Oh, we left Deshaun way back there.
Yeah, he's above on the.
Oh, he is, huh?
He's on the top of this bridge.
So I just heard something right there.
It is Deshaun, guys.
I just heard that. It was
Yeah,
like
over here.
somebody said, "Get out."
Literally, someone pulled my jacket, man.
That's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Now explain that. Like, I mean, could there be leftover residue of a paranormal in those kind of instances of a lady killing kids and stuff like that? Because
yes, there is. There's a lot of evidence about that too. Because the reason why I'm saying that a lot of the city police in Santa Fe were looking for children's because a lot of families had lost their children's throughout the years.
That's terrible.
And I'll tell you this. It's still an open case.
Yeah, according to the archives, since the 1800s, there are 300 counts of children gone missing, and there's still all cold cases and still open.
Mm-hmm.
And they all relate those to La Llorona. Their bodies have never been found.
A lot of people say, well, the kids could have just ran away, or
no, I don't believe that. This is too many kids missing, and no body was ever found.
The scary part is there's too many kids missing from the same area.
Yes.
Yeah, that too. Huh.
And that's why a lot of the families who've been living in that area at times, even today, some of the parents that had the missing kids still are very upset. Why haven't the cops found their kids? And some of the cops can't say anything because
it's your child. You know what I mean? Losing your child is a horrendous experience. I can't even imagine, and then not knowing exactly what happened to your child, like just adds to the tragedy.
There's also evidence of children coming out of nowhere at times.
There was, and as you guys could hear, as you heard on my video, you could hear kids playing.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that too. It's almost like it's like constant in the background, but it's very muffled. You really have to listen into. It's almost like it doesn't stop the kids talking and playing. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just hearing that. But
well, see, the thing is about his video that he done right now has been still today. A lot of people try to debunk it. Because
you have skeptics out there, that will try to disprove what you saw, what you did.
Yeah, but there's no kids around.
Much like people are out there that will try to challenge, what you're saying.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people even come into Santa Fe to investigate some motels around here, and And the old
Oh, good
St.
for them for
Vincent-
being brave.
the
Good
old
for you
St.
for being
Vincent's
brave.
Hospital here
I
is
couldn't
still
do
haunted
that.
today.
Sorry.
And right now,
Yeah, there's-
that St. Vincent's Hospital is now a hotel.
Yeah, there's two hotels over there in Santa Fe that I would really like to do. One of them is, what's the name of it, Joe?
La Posada.
La Posada is one of them. That one's one of
And
the first mansions in Santa Fe. That was actually built in like the late 1700s.
yes.
Mhm.
And the story on that one is the lady there, she had two kids and they both passed away. And she got really, really sad and locked herself in a room and eventually died of a broken heart.
Wow.
And
Oh, that's
she still,
terrible.
rumor has that she haunts the house and haunts the room. And if you don't leave her a rose on her windowsill, she attacks you.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh
That is
my.
crazy. And
And
where's
then
Look,
this
I
at?
just got chills. I was like, forget this. I
Hey,
like I
and I'll
would not
tell-
want to
and
go
I'll
there
tell
to
you
do
this.
something.
Wait. So
And I'll tell
where?
you this.
But okay,
They
guys,
booked
listen,
it.
it is already super late
Yeah.
and my computer is dying, but I wanna say thank you again for inviting me to talk here and I really enjoyed it.
Mhm.
I hope we get to do it a lot more and maybe I
Tacos,
regain some
yum.
more knowledge
what I
to
was gonna
share
say,
with you
tacos are
guys and
good.
maybe it's interesting
Hello,
one
Red.
time at some point. But I do enjoy
What's up,
talking to
Little
you
Red?
guys and I feel like, it's just exciting. That's all I'm saying. And again, thank you for having me on, Eli.
Thank you.
Chills, I'm definitely going to check out your channel and I saved the link. And
I sent you
Raven,
the
I
email.
will check. Okay. Raven, I
I'll
will
email you
check yours
later.
out too.
Mhm.
All right. You
Stay
guys have a good
positive.
one. All you guys here, have a good night. Thank you for sharing and your comments. I really enjoyed it. Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
Mhm.
I'm saying, you know,
Hey, Eli,
real
how come
quick.
you don't have our names on our pictures?
Oh, because I got that thing at the bottom. Hold on. I'm just letting you know. Little Red, the fam, is my new co-host, so she'll be helping me with my channel, and I'll be going to her channel soon and help her out.
How you doing, Little Red?
I think she's still doing her live stream, I think.
Yeah, sorry, I had to put it on mute. Hey, sorry. Like the kids got
No.
into like a big fight. I had to like
Oh,
mute
okay.
everybody and
That's okay.
but yeah, we got like 13 in here. We're trying to get more tickets done for the raffle and we're trying to share it out.
Mm-hmm. I heard a
But you-
buzzing sound.
I heard a beep. It
Yeah,
went beep, beep.
you heard that too, didn't you?
I did. Diary of her mind. I want to know how you been. I haven't seen you in a while.
She's making tacos. Yum. Where's my tacos?
Hey, where's my tacos?
Rainy over
Diary.
there. It's not rainy over here. It's snowing. Oh, my leg is
It was
itchy
foggy
like a
this
mofo.
morning. I mean, you couldn't see maybe 10 feet.
Yeah, it's snowing down here in Albuquerque. I don't know if it still is right now, but I know it's colder than crap outside.
Yeah, you don't want to be outside.
Hey, Raven, did you guys get a lot of snow up there? Because you guys got hit with that blizzard last night.
Yes, and right now it's still there.
I'll be back,
Yeah,
guys.
down
I
here,
Okay.
we woke up
I
to
was
just a
home
dusting.
Little
all
Red, are you
day.
still
I didn't
on
even
live?
go out because of the snow and the.
Are you still doing your live stream? Okay. Chilskito, take over for a sec.
Huh?
I always take
Are
over.
you still doing your live stream?
Yeah, I'm still on my live stream.
Okay. I'll let Chills take over for a sec. I just gotta do some stuff, okay? I'll use the bathroom. I'll be back.
Hey, we don't want to know too much information. While
Yeah,
Eli's going to play with little Winky, what are you guys all doing? We're having tacos, see ya victory, laugh out loud.
Yeah, and she, in Diary of Mine, didn't even send me tacos.
I know, she didn't even send me no tacos. She didn't even tell me hi. I think she's mad at me. But yeah, I'm getting ready to get the bill of sale to go back to investigating, so I'm excited for that. But I still got a long ways to go, he says. There's still a lot of work to do
Mm-hmm.
on getting my heart stronger, so I'm excited for that.
Well, you guys still take care of yourself, Chills.
Yeah, he says there's still going to be a lot of work. I'm still looking at a couple years of recovery time from this.
Because
But at
when
least
you
I'll be able
literally,
to
when
start
you
walking
literally do
again.
not take care of yourself, you end up getting screwed at the end.
Yeah, you don't take care of yourself. You end up at 39 years old suffering 2 heart attacks. And having 4 stents put in your heart. That's from eating too many tacos. And not sharing. I like tacos. Little Red likes tacos.
I like tacos.
Raven likes tacos. Eli doesn't. Eli likes McDonald's. And pizza.
Me, I'd rather have carne alla.
Spiritual awakening and chronic pain. I had a spiritual awakening and I got chronic pain. You want to know how I take care of my chronic pain? They gave me my card, which a lot of states are getting done. Yeah, I think Little Red froze because if not, she's doing a great mannequin pose.
Yeah, I think it's her internet's still giving her problems.
I've never had a taco or burrito. What? You never had a taco or burrito? White Wolf, you're missing out.
Good stuff. Especially the carne alla.
Ooh, that is so good.
But you
I'm
gotta be
having
careful. You
burritos
gotta
tomorrow.
be careful. It has too much pork in it, and it also, and sometimes
Oh, I can't have that stuff no more.
occasionally you can, but not all the
Yeah,
time.
once in a while, but ain't no point in teasing myself right now. They got me on a 45 gram. They got me on this 45-gram diet. And let me tell you, it's the pits, man. I mean, I'm still hungry. Like breakfast this morning was interesting. It was 2/3 cup Cheerios, 1 cup of milk, hard-boiled egg, and an orange. See, I can't have no bacon. I had enchiladas the other day. I was bad.
When Premier Hill goes on his live, he sometimes turned into a bacon.
Lunar Eclipse, I had a New Mexican style enchiladas. If you guys don't know what that is, it's over here. We have like cheese and beef, and we put green chili and red chili on our stuff. And that's
Green
it.
chili, or we mix it with both. We put both on it.
Exactly, and that stuff sit my my diabetes through the roof. Oh my god! Like I went from 120 Raven up to almost 600 from eating enchiladas.
Oh god!
That's like, oh good lord!
Even though in once in a while you have it and you don't realize how good it is, sometimes your blood sugar can spike.
Oh yeah, me and my wife said, well, next time we go into a low, we know how to pick it up. Call some Garcias.
And a lot of people probably don't know what we're saying because a lot of these names are in Spanish.
Right. But yeah, now my sugar is with this 45 diet. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm actually liking this 45 gram carb diet because my sugars have not gone over 200 today at all.
Oh, that's good. I got to be careful too because even though I have to take injections at times, it's a pain in the ass.
Like right now, I just got done eating dinner and my sugar is at 129.
I wish mine was not that high. I wish mine was not high as much because it's mostly.
Oh, that's range. Me and my doctors were trying to get my A1Cs. My A1Cs right now are an 8.8. We're just trying to kill the diabetes altogether. We're trying to put them in remission altogether. So we're trying to get them underneath a 6.
I'm trying the exact same thing. And like right now, you see
it's hard.
Yeah. with the food that sometimes you eat, you don't know how much sugar is in it at times. Your blood sugar does go up. I'm sorry to the people in the chat if we're talking about something other than paranormal.
Well, Eli doesn't really talk about paranormal too much. It's spiritual awakening and chronic pain. So this is chronic pain.
Mm-hmm.
And it also gives us a spiritual awakening because I'm not going to lie, since I got sick, I mean, it's opened up my eyes to a whole different realm.
And a lot of people, and I tell stories about what I have heard from other people.
I'm actually reading the chat, and there's some pretty funny stuff going in here. Like White Wolf is talking about pancakes.
I like pancakes. Stop talking about. Yeah.
I don't like cabbage soup, but I am getting into this broccoli crap.
Broccoli I like. I'll take broccoli over cabbage any day.
It took me a minute. I mean, the only way I like cabbage is if I eat it in coleslaw.
Uh-huh.
That's the only way I can eat cabbage.
Yeah. Same here. It's just but
KFC coleslaw or Village Inn coleslaw. Those coleslaws are the best.
Yeah. But sometimes you got to also understand that a lot of the whatever they use for the sauce in it can also raise your blood sugar.
It can. Yeah, see, Derry, when a lot of the reason why I'm sick the way I am is when I moved out of my parents' house, I wasn't a big veggie eater, and I lived off of McDonald's 3 times a day, and it gets up to you. Now I eat a lot of veggies.
See, I used to weigh at 250. Now I'm at 180 or 190. Well, 180 right now.
I was at about 250, and then I got down to 185.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went back up to 225, and now I'm back down to 214.
Like I said, one day we'll meet. You'll see that I don't look the same.
Oh, Pammy, the meats that I'm eating now are lean meat or turkey meat. I eat a lot of ground turkey, or I'll eat a lean meat.
Mm-hmm.
My wife, she's 100% vegetarian, so she likes them black bean patties, and I actually tried one of those on the boat, and that thing is actually really good.
Chills, a lot of people make those into burgers.
Yeah, the black bean patties. Yeah, that's what she makes it into. It's a burger.
Yeah, and you can't tell. And in reality, you cannot tell the difference between that and an actual real burger because they both have a good taste.
Actually, the black bean burger that I had on our cruise ship, that was really, really good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Also, it's how it's done. It's
that's exactly it. It's how it's made and how it's done. It's what makes it good.
Yeah. And some people try to make it themselves. Sometimes they make it to them. They say, "Oh, that's all it is. It tastes like cardboard." Well, see, when you do it right, and you cook it at a specific temperature, and you make sure you add a lot of good spices. Some people put a lot of vegetable stuff in it too, to also give it more taste too. It will turn out to be like you're just eating like a regular meat burger.
Yeah. Broccoli. Okay, guys, the way I found out I like broccoli was we were at a Japanese kitchen type place, and I was like, well, I got to give it a try. And I tried it, and I was like, holy crap, this stuff is really good. Now I eat broccoli, and we got a bag of broccoli with cheese in there. I just found that the other day. I forgot we had
What's up, Dave? I'm back. Like, what's up? What are we talking about?
What up, Eli? You better brought us some tacos.
Tacos. I want some tacos. Hey, I want some unhealthy food too, like McDonald's and pizza.
See, I told you guys. What did I tell you? Eli don't like tacos. He likes McDonald's and pizza. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. These guys are going to laugh now because that's exactly what I said.
We can talk about anything we want, guys.
No, because I usually sometimes when I eat something, I'll eat at Taco Bell a few times. I'll eat at Wendy's. I'll eat at
Oh, Pammy, I agree with you. I want a homemade black bean burger recipe too. I would love to try to make that.
My fiance struggling with that too, with GERD, and it's not fun.
Eli, you know what you need to go on?
Hey,
A 45-gram carb diet. You'll
you know
lose
what that
weight.
you know what that means? Graham.
That means no pizza
doesn't
for
really
you.
mean- it doesn't always mean what you think.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. I know. I need to lose weight, guys. I mean, that's one thing. I don't want to end up like having heart problems, you know. And
Hey
yeah.
now. I
No, man.
resent
No,
that.
no. I didn't
Even though
really-
at my age at 53, I'm still worried about having a heart attack at times because
Yeah.
you never know when you get one.
Chicken salad from McDonald's.
Hey guys,
I'll try it next
I'm worried
time.
about that every single day.
I'll try it next
Every
time.
single day I worry about having a heart attack.
Me too. Oh my
I
god.
fart and I'm worried about having a heart attack.
Oh, I just farted.
Oh God, I just farted. I hope that chest pain is indigestion and not a heart attack. But I really do, guys. Like, I woke up from a nap today and my heart was going all crazy and everything else. If you watch my live stream, I was even saying I wasn't feeling well.
I'll tell you guys truthfully, I don't know what's wrong with McDonald's at times because sometimes when I eat something there, I end up using the bathroom at times at
Oh
McDonald's.
yeah, dude, they're like Taco Bell.
I haven't had problems with Taco Bell at times because
Where the hell did Eli go again?
I'm right here.
you
Why don't you
just-
turn off your camera for him? I'm gonna turn off my camera. We're gonna play hide and go seek. How's that?
we all can
See?
play hide go seek.
We all can play hide and go seek.
I'm back. Hey, well, I don't want to show my mug sometimes, you know.
Don't lie, it's because you're eating and you're not sharing.
Hey, sharing is caring. That's all I
Diary
get.
of Her Mind. I'm actually starting a meditation class because, guys, if you guys don't know, since I've had my heart condition, I ended up getting some more illnesses, some mental illnesses. I suffer from severe PTSD now, and my counselor is actually putting me in meditation to help me with my PTSD and severe anxiety.
Yeah, a lot of times you do get that too, and I have been.
Real,
Sometimes I can't. I'll tell you the truth. I can always be around too many people at certain times in the same room because
for McDonald's.
you have a lot of tension, and then you get
I don't
anxiety
like
attacks.
nuggets from McDonald's. I don't like nuggets. I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
And y'all hear that?
Yeah, it's a ghost.
It ain't a ghost. That means it's time for me to get some expensive ass tea and wash it.
What kind of tea do you drink, Chills?
I don't know. My wife took me to some place called St. James Tea Room over here,
Uh-huh.
and they got some bomb tea. I never went and played tea before, but I like going to play tea. They give you these little pastries and
Oh, my bad.
cost you like $100, but man, you get some really good tea.
Yeah.
The tea that I got, Joe, what's the name of it? Mango Smiling or something like that.
I
Oh,
love
Van Gogh, like the artist.
I love tea, but next
Van
month
Gogh.
no more sodas. I gotta stop that because it's really scaring me. So
Well, tea?
sodas.
Oh, like I told you, Eli, like we were talking about, try Coke Zero. It's made with Splenda.
I
And
gotta
then
try.
Sprite Zero. Sprite Zero is what I drink.
There's now sodas that are like without 0 calories or something like that.
Zero sugars. They're not diets, Eli. I was like you. For the longest time, I was like you. I don't want to try it. I don't want to try it. And then finally one day I just tried one, and I was like, holy crap, this still tastes the same.
Yeah.
And the first one that I tried was orange soda.
this Coke Zero, and
But
it doesn't taste like
It does not taste like diet.
no. It tastes like I'm drinking a regular soda.
It
It
does.
just doesn't have the sugar, that much sugar in it.
Diary, I will try that salad out. Maybe. I will try that salad out. Looks delicious. How much?
Don't try any salad right now from McDonald's. It's actually making a lot of people sick.
What?
Yeah.
Diary? Do you work for McDonald's?
No, it was on the news over here.
What? KFC is my favorite chicken. KFC, White Wolf. I like the wraps. I don't know if they still sell them there because in Australia they had those chicken wraps. They had ranch, barbecue, all kinds of like oh man, they're delicious. Okay, anyways.
We only got one. We only got one KFC in Santa Fe now.
Having a KFC for a long time, guys. Because of that.
I have never. Well, I've had KFC, and that's when I found out I was allergic to chicken. I'm allergic to a lot of stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Like I'm allergic to fish. I'm allergic to chicken. I'm allergic to shellfish.
And you gotta be careful what you eat too.
Yeah.
Well, the funny part is I love chicken. I thought I wasn't allergic to no more. And because you outgrow allergies.
Yeah.
So I started eating chicken and nothing happened. I wasn't getting sick or anything like that. And then I went to go see a doctor when I had my heart problem to see what allergies I had. Come to find out, I'm allergic to every damn thing.
To see me in the salad thing was from 2 years ago. Did you see the video?
Oh,
Hey, it was
never mind. Over here, it's not on Facebook. It was on our news over here on Channel 7. It's
30 views. Thanks, guys.
they're getting sick over here in New Mexico from the salads at McDonald's.
Was that bad? I have 1 thumbs down.
You got a thumbs down?
Yeah, I got 30. I got 30 likes.
Well, let's make it 2 thumbs down. 3 thumbs down. Look at that. See what happens when you say that? Now you got 3 thumbs down.
You did it.
2 thumbs down.
Laughing.
32 up.
Sharing the video.
33 up.
I changed mine back. I gave you a thumbs up.
Man, I got 31. And Raven, this 32. Damn, nice.
Sorry, guys.
And you look at the date of the news. Yeah, well, thanks, Dr. Mine. Now I'm gonna go try it out next time. As long as the salad's cheap and it's not $10, I'll have it.
I actually started liking salad. I actually started eating a salad every day, and I felt a lot better, Eli.
I need to start eating salad.
Start eating a salad every day. Like, have a salad for lunch. Have a good breakfast, have a salad for lunch, and have a good dinner.
That's what I'm thinking, too. I think I might talk about healthy foods next month.
I have actually even tried this. I'm actually starting to try to drink 2 bottles of water every day.
Too.
I've been mostly drinking water at times because I like the water. I don't know why, but the water helps you out better than the sodas do because it keeps you hydrated more.
Yeah.
Hey, White Wolf. I smoke too, but I don't smoke cigarettes. And I'm not 6'1". I work out 3 to 4 times a week for about an hour to 2 hours a day.
That thumbs down. I know who did that already.
What?
Oh, nothing. I think a lot of genetics and like
genetics has a lot.
Yeah, genetics has a lot. I do martial arts. Damn, dude. Are you like what's his name? Miyagi from what's it called? No, Karate Kid. Karate Kid. What?
Hey, Eli.
What's up?
My nephews are a blue belt and what color is Juan?
I don't
purple belt, and they're only 7 and 5.
Well, they're just starting. It's going to take them time to get into a black belt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, black belt. That's cool.
Yeah. That's actually the highest you can get in karate.
Actually, not anymore.
Well,
now the highest is a 5-time black belt.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, actually, the black belt from studying karate is
about good stuff.
Hey, Diary, what
but
kind of
if
medicine?
you
give me some sugar in it,
you're like,
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get some Splenda.
5 times.
I won't go there. Damn, what? You got
karate
sick?
champion ends up having like 5 different types of black belts.
I do shook. Oh, damn, White Wolf. No, I want to call you Claude Van Damme. You do look like Claude Van Damme. He does.
Eli. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's a Belgian name.
Oh, is it Belgian?
Yes, he's from Belgium.
Nice. Amplified Bob from The Biggest Losers Fitness started to collapse from a bad heart. What? When was this? What, Eli? Okay, hold on. I just want to know what kind of medicines are you taking for your auto? Hold on. Sorry. Hold on a second. One second. I can't pronounce it. Like I know you have autoimmune system disease. I was wondering, what do you take for it for your pain? Because I am pain channel, guys.
Autoimmune disease.
Autoimmune
disease.
Please don't. I'm not. Hey, I'm not.
It has to deal with your immune system.
Yeah, I know that. I just didn't say it right. So 2 years ago. Yeah, guys, like you guys say, I'm known for pain, like because I'm in pain all the time. I know it's different. I know y'all's pain is different. I just, I just care. So that's why I asked. I'm on like 6 other medications.
You would be surprised how many medications sometimes I end up having to take.
I think that's seniors, right? And I think children too. Not the names of them, but
see, this is.
Hey, I have a question for you guys. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Jean-Claude Van Damme. Are they the same person or 2 different people?
No, it's the same. It's actually pronounced this way. It's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I know. Then,
hey guys, I know I say names wrong. I'm not very big on names, so I'm talking about medicine.
It takes time to learn how to pronounce the name in time.
But yeah,
that's one of my keep my cholesterol in my blood.
That's why I don't read out loud, because
See, you get apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to find something for pain. Because I'm trying
apple
smoke
cider
some
is
cannabis.
good. It's just that you gotta be careful on what kind of apple cider you're saying, because some can be as toxic.
Well, your outlook, medication. Well, you know what? Like I'm over here because I'm supposed to get some arthritis medicine from a doctor pretty soon. So I'm just wanting to know what kind of stuff I can take for pain, because I'm tired of it right now.
Well, see, right now the best thing is have your doctor talk to your doctor about it, because I can't tell you what good medications you need to take.
Yeah, I know, Pamiclide, I know, and it's crazy now these days that pharmaceuticals they like to just take people's money, knowing it's going to make you more sicker, and then they want to charge you like $20 a pay bottle just so you can take it and not get better.
The dispensaries take my money.
HEB takes my money. HEB Pharmacy.
Our Greenleaf takes my money.
Greenleaf, this guy. How much you pay for Greenleaf?
Our Greenleaf?
Yeah, sorry, I don't want to say that in my channel. So
it costs it depends on what grade you want. You got low grade, you got mid shelf, and you got high shelf.
I like high shelf because it sounds like food to me.
I go mid shelf because high shelf is really, really potent stuff.
Yeah.
So I get mine. Mine usually costs about $15 a gram.
Ooh, $15 a gram. So that's like grams. So 15, 20, 30, the 40 or 50. If you want like 30 grams, it's like, damn.
You want an ounce from a dispensary? You're looking at about $2,000.
Yeah, I know. I know, Mary. I'm like that too. I gotta be careful with my balance too. It's off too. Meditation recommended.
Yeah, Tommy. See, I won't do oxycodone and stuff because I don't like opioids.
No, you really got to be careful about the oxycodone.
I need to get an exercise.
It can also end up getting you more sick, or you end up.
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna say something to Diary. Diary, how do you? I know you can look up meditations online, but with pain, what's a good meditation I can do for pain? Because I'm always in pain.
There's only one kind of meditation. There's different kinds of music.
Music, that's what I'm talking about. And I need to get an exercise ball, and I need to start do a lot more stuff too. So.
Well, you have bad leg pains. You know what you need to get? Go to Target. They have like these little leg things that you put on the ground and you kind of just roll over, and it has like looks like kind of spiky, but it's not really spiky.
Yeah.
And those massages your muscles, and that's what you need.
Can you send me a link to that? Can you like look it up and send me a link on my phone or something later? So I can see if I can
because they use them at our gym all the time.
Got a crowd. Try some beginner yoga. Eli, you can always message me on my links on my page. Okay, Diary, that's cool.
Yeah, you check her out on Twitter too. I have Diary of Mine on Twitter. She answers you.
Social media. Diary, I got an email. Yeah, because I want to know, man. Because I mean, it's hard. It's all fake now. Oxycodone. Yeah, I know. You know what they did? They offered me oxycodone at my doctor's. I was like, I don't need that. I'm good. I don't. Yeah.
Hey, Eli, I'm gonna jump off for a minute because I'm not feeling too good.
Okay, bro. Thanks for coming up.
Take your trust.
All right.
I create a playlist for you. Message me. Okay, cool. I'll email you. Well, send me an email. Okay. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna put my email out there. I don't care if anyone has it. I mean, everybody has it.
Just go ahead and do it, and you can also link it to your page too.
Oh yeah, I already did that. I'm just gonna put it out anyway, so everybody knows it here. So,
well, just as long as you gotta look through it and stuff like that and see what they say.
Let me know if you got that. No, you're right. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that whenever you got a Diary. Thank you. Yeah, but it's really, I mean, suffering through chronic pain. I can talk about that now. It's really hard, man, and just to suffer through pain, and it sucks all day long. I mean, and you're just constantly trying to get rid of it with ice or maybe with heat.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long process of a day. Even though you try to go shopping or something, you still gotta do what you gotta do to keep going.
It's just like when you're like me, because right now I can go down, like touch my toes at times. But when your spinal can curve,
yeah,
you gotta be careful about that too as well. I also cause chronic back pains and give you more problems at the end part.
Yeah.
Chronic pain is not a joke.
You removed it. What do you use for your pain? Like what do you take?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't. If I have the only amount of pain I end up having, if I have a really kind of a headache, I try and take like, what is it? I can't think of it now because I don't take regular aspirins because I've been hearing a lot of people have been getting sick over the aspirin.
I take Excedrin. That really helps me out during the day. Well, to be honest, I try not to take Excedrin a lot because it messes up your kidneys if you constantly take it and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
to the-
and the best advice is just to go and ask your doctor about what over the counter medication you can take, because, or if you go to like your
I'm so sorry about that. I hope everything's better for you and stuff. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Sometimes right now, at times my legs and my feet kind of hurt as much.
Sorry about that, White Wolf.
That's the only kind of chronic pain I have. It's like, it's not severe. It's just
Out.
more of annoyances.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, and with people struggling through pain and everything else, it's really a big old deal. And a lot of people say it's more like it like just like diary says, the diary of her mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can use meditation and everything. Now some people, it's just like it works with me if I do like a breathing technique and it helps me out relax myself, because if I'm stressing out, then I hurt. But it's hard if you're out and about and you're hurting and there's so much noise around you and you got to shut it out. And that's what helps me out.
That's the hardest thing is try not to listen too much noise out there.
Yeah.
It is the hardest thing to do.
White Wolf, you want to come up and talk about that? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, that's fine. Hey, White Wolf, do you want to come on up?
No, and they can still talk about it, Raven. I'm not trying to.
No. It's just like
it's a touchy.
Any type of disease, like OCD.
Yeah.
Or any of those type of diseases, because some people say, "Well, what is OCD?" It's a disease that literally that you don't want you can't like you can't have too much of a mess. You like a really nice, neat place, or you like someone I know who's does a scratching channel. You can't, like he likes to keep his tickets in a certain ways. And when he's like scratching one, sometimes you mess up on like you move one thing, you can't have anything like out of place. You want it perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know much about that, but I heard it's pretty tough, because like, especially when you're living with someone too, and if you move their stuff, if they move your things or anything, if you're really particular where you have stuff. Has that happened? Has that ever happened before, where you really got annoyed?
I sometimes get annoyed if someone asks me for things or something times. Yeah, I'll get mad.
You're good, dude.
Yeah. But it's like when because sometimes I have my place the way I like it.
Yeah.
And if someone helps me, I don't mind people helping me clean up a little bit or trying to keep my place. It's perfect. It's like it to be, I don't like it. I'll deal with a little bit of mess, but not as severe, because then it triggers something saying, "Oh, I can't stand it. I need to clean." You're like trying to clean something, and all of a sudden you get another mess. You try to clean that too.
Yeah, that's true. Now, yeah, I mean, everybody suffers through something. Like, I mean, that could be pain, that could be like stuff that you know, like you struggle with every day and everything, and
Well, see, like with me, it's okay. I don't mind too much of a crowd, but for a very long times I can't always stand being around too many people next to me. I gotta I gotta walk walk away for a bit. And there are times that I don't mind the people being around me, because there's sometimes I go out and I help programs like a Christmas party.
Yeah.
I go and I stand right by a door and I help these people, you know, let a few people in to see Santa Claus. And I don't mind them, but I tell them kind of back up a bit. I don't like to be crowded too much.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you can't. You're damn if you do, or you're damn if you don't. You just don't want to throw an outburst at people.
Yeah. That's true.
You know, it's like people with schizophrenia. They have to move around so much because they can't always stand in one place at times. Heck, there's a guy not where I live, but where I live, not in the exact same place where I live, but maybe a few. But I see him walking around, and get this, he's wearing shorts, and you know those muscle shirts.
Yeah.
He doesn't wear a jacket. He's walking even in the cold weather.
Wow. What's up, Lorena Tucker? How you doing? What's up? So that's what really bugs you too? Is that
What?
like little things like that bugs you?
Like, what do you mean?
About what you said about a guy with the
Guy
tank?
who no, that's him. That's him.
Oh, it's him. Okay.
See, because he's like, in a way, he's, and I tell him, don't you freeze? And he says, no. And I said, okay. And I left out at that, and it's like, but occasionally I'll see him walk around, and I said, it kind of concerns me about his health at times.
Yeah.
Because when you literally see people like that, like walking in the cold,
Yeah.
and they say they're fine, and it does concern you, you know, that's all you can say to them. And sometimes they'll say, none of your business. You know,
Yeah.
you just got to walk away from people like that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, for people who have really severe schizophrenia, you really got to be careful about people like that, because a lot of people have been hurt by them too,
Yeah.
because they will attack you for no reason. And it's not them that are doing it. It's just that they're kind of disease that tells them to do that or something, or they hear things.
Yeah, that's what I'm sorry for your loss, Diary. I bet he was a good cat. Before I'll talk to you about that in a minute, I just want to say, yeah. Well, at least you got some
Did
cool.
she lose somebody? Did she lose a cat or an animal?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you that. That's the worst thing to have. That's the worst thing, is to lose a pet. I'm talking about any pet. It could be a dog, it could be a snake, it could be a gerbil, it could be a rabbit, it could be a cat, it could be anything.
Yeah, I know. And
Because your animals, the animals that you have around,
no, so that's sorry about that. So that's the trigger warning for you.
yeah,
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. A man with schizophrenia murdered my uncle and murdered my 4-month-old baby cousin. I'm sorry about that, Diary. I'm sorry.
Well, see that's what I'm saying. Is people like that, and I warn people is to understand, why they shut some of these hospitals down for. It's because people say, well, you could put them on medication. Medications do not always work.
And you know what? I mean, look, I'm not trying to talk bad about them because I don't know who has it in here or anything, so I'm not trying to offend nobody. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, the medication, like you said, doesn't work sometimes. It depends how much is so prescribed to them.
Yes.
I mean, and some I don't know, man. Some patients, like just what happened with Diary and her
Yeah.
family, and everything. Most of them are not diagnosed right to be out in public. You know.
Yeah. And that causes more problems for the general public too, because not all schizophrenia are really bad people.
They're not, but at the same time, the doctors just want to just throw prescriptions at people like them, and not all of them are like that. But some people, the doctors don't even talk to them. They don't. There's no help for mental illness now these days. There's no help for nobody now these days. It's all about putting money in their pockets and just throwing pills at them.
In Diary, I am sorry for your loss at this time, because that's the worst thing too. But I'm not saying that, I'm not putting everybody like that in a bad situation. Is that you got to be very careful on who you.
He shot him in the back of the head. My baby cousin was crying. He filled the sink and drowned. Oh my God.
Diary. It's okay. Your family is in a good place.
So, what did they ever do something to that guy? Diary? That's horrible. I mean, that's why they need to diagnose these people, right? That have schizophrenia.
Well, see, the thing is, okay, I'm going to say the thing is, a lot of these people even have a disability too. Sometimes their mind doesn't always work right.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
Latino Love. How you doing?
Like trust issues and stuff like that, even online. And the reason why I'm saying it is to a lot of people who are starting out to be YouTubers in the beginning. Look at the past of what happened to some of these people who are main YouTubers.
Yeah, I know, Diary. I mean, it's just like it's okay. You know how some people kill, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I don't like about some people, they try to play that game. Oh, I'm hearing voices, bro. I'm hearing this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the health system needs to do the jobs right. You know what I mean? Like,
well, see, that's the failure of the system. It's really not an excuse, because a lot of people want.
I'm so sorry, Diary.
Want this, hushed up, because and when they don't realize that some of these people who have mental issues.
I'm sorry about that too.
Mental issues that literally causes them to do things that they don't know whether it's right or wrong. This guy probably killed your family. You could forgive him, but you don't have to. No one's going to tell you. No one can tell you that.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go ahead and change the subject just in case it's not triggering anybody or anything. Okay.
Oh no. I'm just saying it's just.
I guess. No, it's okay.
A diary.
As long as it's not triggering or anything, diary, I want to respect you in all levels and everything else. So, man, I know it's kind of like
diary. I want a lot of these things could have been prevented, but nobody knew what this guy was going to do. That's all I could say. But I'm here as a friend for you, diary. I do talk about certain things and stuff like that, and I do talk about that type of subject at times to people I've known, because I warn people even on the web, even on sites like Instagram, WhatsApp, Hangout, because I talk to mostly majority of people I talk to, mostly females. And I warn, and I'll say this, I warn people who probably visiting dating sites, it doesn't matter whether it's a female or male. Always look at a person's background too.
exactly.
And diary, I will say this, I am sorry for your loss. But right now, I'm going to tell you this, diary, you got a friend in me. You got a friend and I will be there for you as long as you want to talk to me. Because I do know, and I do have a disability, and I've seen people like that. And I will literally help you. You know, losing a family member is the hardest thing, but losing a pet or somebody is even harder for anybody.
Yes. So Raven, what do you plan? I'm just trying to change the subject a little bit.
Go ahead. No. We can do what you need to do
as well to Diary of Your Mind, and sorry for your loss too, Diary of Your Mind. I just don't want to, I don't want her having a bad night about it or anything.
No. I mean, what Diary can also think of this is the good things that she has spent time with all of her family.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that will also help anybody get over is to remember who they were and how much fun time you had with them.
Exactly.
Enjoy yourself too.
I mean, to be honest, I'm gonna say something. That story, it hurts. It hurts because it was an innocent one that died, and well, the whole family died. Like, and it's not right. Friends that died too, so it did hurt. It did hurt, and so what are you doing this weekend, Raven? Anything?
Nothing really, because I'll probably have to go I'll probably have to go to the grocery store, get some more food and stuff myself, but otherwise nothing is much.
All right, Beth, have a good night.
Hey, Diary, are you still here? I just subscribed to her.
Yeah.
Because I want to look at some of her videos because.
Oh, she has some great videos. You need to go check her out.
Yeah, I will check you out. Even if I don't, sometimes I don't have the time at times, but when I can, I will go and look at her videos and see what she has put out.
Guys, I'm going to say something, guys, about mental illness. I was going to make a video on mental illness, but I didn't know what to say about it because it's very touching and everybody struggles through people in the hands of mental illness, and they struggle too. And I don't really know how to talk about it, only to show videos. And I don't like how criminals get away with stuff like that, and they claim,
Well,
it's just mental illness.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't. Well, just have a lot of good memories, and they still come. But that's good. I'm glad they communicate. As long as, I mean, we just don't want you to feel hurt about this and leave this room feeling sad.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted. That's why I wanted to, because it's just it was kind of like getting me like kind of like.
Well, see, okay,
Yeah.
okay, like you said, most criminals are using this mental illness as an opportunity. Okay, what is mental illness? Mental illness is something that people sometimes have when they're born with it. Okay, an actual real mental illness has to deal with your own physical self at times, where you feel like, okay, someone's coming after me, or you feel things like sometimes you like act out too. And I see, and like I said,
Raven, you got a private message, please.
I do.
Please, if you don't
Yeah.
mind.
That's fine.
Save it for another day.
Yeah, we'll do. So
No,
what
I'll
else?
stay.
What else have you been doing most of the time, Eli?
Nothing much. Has been dealing with appointments and trying to get myself better and everything else, and trying to get myself going again. And it's hard.
Well, with any type of health problems,
and being able to
physical health problems are sometimes easy to deal with.
There's also no right from wrong. Yeah, exactly. There's people that try to use that. I mean, I just didn't want to make you feel that we're making you feel uncomfortable the whole time you're in here.
No.
Sorry, that's why I want to change it. I didn't want to keep on egging it on and egging it on.
No. You this is your channel. You make the rules.
I'm just saying. I don't.
No one can tell you what you should not.
Mary,
say
what's
or
up,
not.
dude? What you doing? Let's change it, please. Eli,
Hey.
which list did you need to go see? I went. Hold on a second, guys. Now remind. When I went to go see neurosurgeon, and they told me I didn't need back surgery, but I have arthritis in my hips, and they referred me to like a rheumatologist for my nerve pain. Not my nerve pain, for my arthritis pain.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go see them at the end of the month. Okay, Little Red, here you go. But yeah, it's fine. I don't need a. You know what? To me, I was scared to death because I thought that I was gonna need surgery. And what really bugged me is I went to the one in Austin, and they told me that my spine was one of those little thingies were going in the little
Your disc.
the disc.
Yeah.
Fused your disc. Fused.
If they're fine or not, unless God just healed me, and I appreciate it.
Well, you're getting like a slip disc and stuff like that. That does happen to a lot of people.
Man.
And it's a hard thing to deal with at times.
No, I'm not mad, little Red. That's cool. But yeah, that's what's happening right now. Oh, I think you're on mute.
I just come up to
I can't hear you.
say hi.
Hey, what's up?
So you quit sending me so many emails.
Hear you. I didn't hear a word from you.
What's up, Amanda? How you doing?
Now she just froze. Oh, no. She's still there.
Oh, she's still here. Hey, what's up?
I may have to have surgery soon. I don't know yet.
What kind of surgery do you think you might have?
Take whatever metal in my body out.
Take some
They don't
yeah,
know what-
it is hard. It was scaring me at first because I thought he was going to come in and have surgery because they told me that if I needed their surgery, that I might be, in a wheelchair, and it's pretty hard, and for me especially. And I just thank God that that wasn't the case because my spine was strong enough. So I mean, I do need to lose weight. Yes, I admit that, and I'm gonna try my hardest to.
Your health issues really got to work on it.
Oh yeah.
You cannot say that. Well, I feel good, but
Hey, White Wolf.
when your doctors tell you that you need these surgeries, always also check the second opinion of your doctors too. Because maybe one
Well, I've got
doctor
several opinions, but
Yeah, I understand, Raven.
apparently only one's going to count.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Red?
I would be honest with you. I would take that first advice from the doctor, because sometimes, and I'm going to say this, a lot of people thinking that a lot of these people who are doctors don't always look like doctors. They could be nurses. They could be interns. And if you have one of the best doctors that you know, and you know his reputation and he's right, he or she, I'm saying, because even women can be doctors. And there's a lot of good women doctors out there too.
Not too many people have gone through what I went through the last 6 years and lived to tell about it.
I bet, Mary. I bet. And I believe it.
I'm gonna go ahead and Little Red. Are you there? I'm gonna go ahead and after we speak with Mary Neely about her condition and stuff like that. Can you go ahead and put your link out, and we'll just go ahead and go to your channel.
I'm good, Eli. I just come up to help you out.
Okay, now I'm just.
What do you want to know? Or something you want to know? Why do I have pain, or why? How do I control what? I mean, I'm open. I'll tell you.
Yeah, go ahead. But I just want to know what was happening with you and stuff. I mean,
when they put a pain stimulator in, which you know that, my body didn't like it. It didn't like the battery pack, and I was allergic to it. But the doctor also cut too deep, and he cut too deep on one side, and what he done was give me neuropathy down both legs from the waist down. It's just not just the legs, it's the waist down.
Wow.
And
I'll be praying for you, man.
I couldn't walk. I'll come out, didn't walk for a little over, probably almost a month. And I started walking and went through rehab for almost 4 months, 5 months, something like that. And, he just totally just changed my life. I walked in, didn't walk out in a matter of an hour. So it's
okay, cool.
It's a life-changing experience.
Mm-hmm.
Pain that has given me with it has it not only it didn't double it, it tripled it. So, but I live with it daily, and I don't talk about it much. I keep it in. I don't complain. I don't think it's going to do any good to complain to anybody about it, and I hold everything in. I don't talk about much usually, but
there's no problem with that. But to me, that sounds like a malpractice.
It would have been, except the fact is that they've never seen this ever happen during this type of surgery ever anywhere across the board. They have not been able to find it.
Just that one instant sounds like
just right. And I always have to be the oddball of the bunch, all different. And I guess that's what I've been told all my life, that I'm the different one.
Mary, didn't you say they left something in you?
Well, I just found out a couple weeks ago that they don't know. I have some metal in that. I was going to go for an MRI. Well, they done an X-ray to be for sure there wasn't nothing in there. Well, it showed up. They can't see what it is, and they can't do the MRI because it's metal. So they don't know if it's in between my liver and spleen where I had aneurysm surgery at, because they went in there. They didn't think I was going to make it through that. And they went in there and they tried to use stents and coils to repair the artery in between there after they fixed the aneurysms. And they couldn't do it. They couldn't save my spleen. So they took everything out, closed up the artery there on that one end, closed the spleen off, and your body absorbs. I guess it just sits there and goes away or whatever, but my spleen did. But anyway, it's either in the back area or it's in the spleen area in between the liver and spleen, which if it's got to be anywhere, I hope it's the back, because I really don't want to go through that surgery again with the in between there where that was at, but I will if I have to, but I'll have to go to Indy to do it, Indianapolis. So I had 7 doctors up there, so I doubt that's where it's at. So I would say it's probably in the back area, but
if it's in the back area, it's probably going to not cause too much problem, but you got to be careful.
It's causing enough. It's causing enough that, I really hope that's what's caused it all, so they can take it out and I'll go back to where I was, But
and for the
I can tell you this, I'm going after the doctor for it.
Or something? Could it be like part of a blade or something?
I don't know what it is. They can't tell. So I have to go for a CAT scan and some more x-rays. They want to x-ray both hips and my entire spine.
Okay.
So to make sure there's nothing in there. But it's got to be somewhere, so they're trying to find it. So I don't know.
Well, hopefully they'll get it and get it out, because that's the worst thing to have is somebody doing a botched surgery or something like that, because that does happen in surgeries too.
Yeah, he's pretty much made my life a living hell for the last 3 years. Almost 3 years. Be 3 years in April.
In reality, you cannot blame the doctor. Sometimes.
Oh, I can blame him. Kids don't have a clue how much I can blame him. Because he showed no remorse, no nothing. Yeah. He never said, let's try to fix this. He never said, let's try to do this, let's try to do that. He never did anything. And a matter of fact, I didn't find out till a month after the 2 years was up that in his office, he covered it up. There is nothing in his office that ever said I ever had surgery, period, or that he'd ever put it in. The doctor I went to see, because I had to go to that office, I had to see a different doctor there. He said, I don't see nothing. He says, I don't even know what you're talking about. I said, get it from the hospital. He had to get the records from the hospital where he took it out.
Hold on 1 second.
He didn't want to take it out.
I'm sorry about that. I had to quick do something, but guys, Little Red Fam, she's my co-host, so I'll be back if you don't mind. Can you go and take over, Little Red?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, now you're perfect.
But anyway, the infectious doctor told him that he had to take it out. He argued with him, did not want to take it out. I mean, there's $32,000 sitting there in my body that he didn't want taken out because he gets kickbacks off of. So, and if they take it out, he don't get the kickback.
Oh God, that's.
So he argued about it with the infectious doctor. The infectious doctor told him, he said, if we don't take it out, she's going to die. He said within 2 weeks. He said, because I cannot get the infection stopped.
And what sucks?
And was dying. I mean, you could tell. I mean.
Okay, Diary. Have a good night.
It was a sad situation, but I went through it. I'm alive, and I'll keep going on. But I just don't. I don't complain about it because I don't feel like it's going to do any good, and I don't feel like it's going to help anybody else if they know, and who. Really, I mean,
Well, Mary, no matter what, it will literally get out, and that doctor can end up in prison for it.
And Amanda, that's why we're here to talk about.
Well,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was just telling Amanda that's why we're here to talk about to make everybody feel better at the end of the night. You know what I mean, and get it off our chest too. Feel free to come up, guys. If you guys want to share your story too. I'm sorry, Mary. I was going to ask you. I know you signed the waiver right before your surgery.
Yeah,
I did. And so it gives them the right to say, well, it's a mess up, and you can't do nothing about it.
That's where a lot of people, their concept of that is wrong. I mean, I worked the medical field for 35 years, and I can tell you right now, it does not give them the right to say that. Yes, they make mistakes.
Well, it's true. That's what they say.
But they have to, it's improving that mistake. It's either prove that they made it, that it was a mistake, or prove that it was neglect on their side of being. There's a long line of in between there. When it comes to mine, I could have sued him. He had 2 lawsuits against him already.
What?
The one lawyer that I talked to, she said, I have 2 against him already. She said, if I had room to pick yours up, I would. And that's the only one that told me that. And I didn't know that he had lawsuits against him. She told me he did. And apparently he did, because whoever got him, took him to the cleaners, because he sold all of his properties and everything. He let some doctors go. I mean, it got deep. And if I can go after him for metal in my back, you can bet your ass I'm going to.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't got no kindness for him. I mean, I don't hate anybody, but I strongly dislike him.
And you do have that right to say that, because
well, he ruined my life. I mean, I was somebody who worked 7 days a week, who did stuff with their life. I was on the go all the time. I had friends. I went out. Normal life.
Exactly.
I walked fine. Didn't have any problems. And and if he would just said, I'm sorry that this happened, let's see what I can do, been different, I wouldn't feel this way about him. But he didn't. He actually dropped me as a patient after he took that out. Now, what's that say about him?
Yeah, exactly.
And he covered it up in the doctor's office. That really tells me a whole lot.
Exactly.
I go to a different one because the doctor that I had, he left. I go to this new one like a month ago, and he tells me there's nothing there since 2017. And I've been going there all this time. So you tell me there ain't a cover up going somewhere.
Exactly.
I think some of the doctors will protect each other at times. And like I said, you got to go and keep on finding doctors that are trustworthy. It's
it's not easy when you go to pain doctors, because you have so many choices.
Yes. Because some of the I'm going to say not all doctors are bad.
Sorry, guys, I'm eating. I haven't ate all night, so
there's really good doctors out there. But
there is. I've got some good doctors. I mean,
what kind of medication are you taking now to calm your pain down?
I don't know if it's safe to put it online, Eli, but I'll tell you. They just switched me to tablet form morphine, and I take oxycodone on top of that.
Mary, I feel your pain.
That'll give you the extent of how bad my pain is.
Oh, what were we saying, Little Red?
I will say, I know her pain. I saw one doctor. He's like, "You're going to need surgery." And I didn't want to get surgery. Like, it was on my lower back. I have degenerative disc disease. Saw the second one, the same thing. Saw the third one. He goes, "You definitely need to get it done. It's going to get worse." And we scheduled it. And when I was frying chicken, I lost control of my hand, dropped the frying pan with hot oil. I had 3rd-degree burn on my right hand. And it's like, I should have listened to the first doctor, but I wanted to make sure I definitely needed that surgery. And I'm on morphine pills, and I'm on nerve medication. And I was in a car accident 2 years ago that messed up my disc above the L5S1. So now I have to get surgery again for that. So I definitely know the pain, and I have tried everything before the medication, like TENS unit and Bengay, and it's just like with degenerative disc disease, it's not going to get better, and they keep on pushing PT. And my surgeon's like, it's just going to keep on getting worse. He's like, you're going to exercise all that, and the disc is just going to keep on pushing and pushing. He said that discs are like a jelly-filled donut. The more you push, the more the jelly goes out. He goes, literally, that's all your disc. And it's like, I wish I could do something else, but now I have 4 pins and 2 rods in my lower back, and when it gets pulled, I feel it in my back, and it's like, I hate it, but I needed it.
Can I ask you a question, Little Red? In your area, Rook, I'm sorry for interrupting you, Mary. I mean, in your area, do they have like a hydrotherapy pool they can use at the physical therapy? Because that really, really will help your back out, even standing on surface. Because I used to do it, and I have that too, and that would help my back out. Now they're saying that it doesn't accept my insurance. Now I'm kind of like screwed as well, because I don't feel like paying for no $40 every 2 weeks, and I can't afford that, you know. And with me having kids too, it's not, and you know, it's not my best interest to be paying that kind of money anyways, just to have a 45-minute session.
You know what really helped was I saw a masseuse, I think it's called, a massage therapist, and she knew the metal was there, but she just kind of helped around it. Like, she didn't press the metal, because you can see my surgery. Like, on my back, I have the open cut, and that relaxed my back. If I could do that every single day, is just have that $100 to go see a massage therapist, it would help so much. But they don't cover it.
What were you saying, Mary?
The entire body massage.
Oh, that would be nice right now.
If I could have it every single day, if my husband was trained to do it, I'm in it.
Be extra nice to him every day. Here goes some ice cream, baby. You can have it all. Just do my back. No.
Yeah,
Mary, you know what?
Probably agree.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, Mary probably agrees. If you get the whole full body, it kind of takes out the kinks, you know, the pinched nerves and the knots, and it just relaxes your whole body that you forget.
Well,
You have the floor.
Last time I had a massage is like when I was with the Special Olympics summer games, and they had people doing massages. It felt good. You wish you can do it again at times, but then you look and how much it costs for each session. It's a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay that.
It's
I'm not gonna pay that. What was you gonna say to me, Eli?
Mm-hmm.
You remember? done lost your brown mind in it. Done traveled on away.
I was actually gonna oh man, I was gonna actually say it's not worth it getting that, Mary, because like I almost got what you're gonna get, and even the doctor said it's not worth it, knowing that everything's already you're I mean, with all the trauma you have inside of you, it's not worth having that extra push on your body.
You know, Eli, I did the trial for a week.
Yeah,
it worked great. It's when he put it in.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just destroyed me.
That's why I refuse to take that, Mary.
I wouldn't either. I don't recommend it for nobody. I don't, because you know, it will help temporarily, but what are you going to do when that stops working? Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, why put yourself, you know, if I'd have thought about this and I really didn't think about it beforehand, because you think about trying to get it stopped, you know, you don't think about what ifs, you know, and I didn't think about that. If I would have really just, I should tell you the truth, I didn't listen to my gut feeling on it. I didn't.
What's up, Ollie?
99% of the time I listened to myself. That's the one time I didn't, and see what happened.
Yeah.
It's, you know what? It's like this. I don't want to live on a bath of ice all the whole time. I want to be able just to wake up in the morning, do everything normal like everybody else does, go shopping, go do this. Instead, guess what? I gotta go lay in some ice every morning, and I don't want that all my life.
Right. Well, I'm gonna get my life back one way or the other.
Exactly.
So I mean,
yeah. It's
I'll do what I gotta do. I'll put it like that.
exactly. And you know what? There has to be some kind of technique, medicine, or some. And what sucks is like we shouldn't have to be relying on medicine. There's so much technology out there that is supposed to help us out.
I think it's in your mind. I think part of it's mind wise too. I really do. I think that. Well, look at what White Wolf said about, his pain was so bad that he put himself in an out of body experience at one point in time. I mean, it's just. I've really thought about that. I mean, I've had pain enough to where I passed out. I mean, I did when I was at the hospital right after, and they went to check my legs to see if there was blood clots. Well, you couldn't touch my legs. It was excruciating, just god awful pain. Well, when they went to do the Doppler on there, I literally just went out. So, I mean, it's 20 times worse than having a baby. I'm putting it like that. If anybody's had a kid, you know what I'm talking about. So, but part of it, I think, is mine too. I think that I have to learn how to control it and how to take myself to a different level where I don't have to be so hung up on the pain. You know what I mean? Where I don't have to, where I can think about something else besides that, or to try to go past that and live my life.
Exactly.
So.
I'm tired of taking medicines, man, Mary. I'm tired of it.
I hate medicine. I like taking medicine. None whatsoever in my lifetime have I ever wanted to take medicine.
You know how much you got to spend every month? I mean, no, well, yeah, not every month, because some medicines I get 90 pills. Well, no, I get 120. Well, it's for 3 months. I get on my one prescriptions, and I get one that's like maybe $3-4. So maybe I say maybe $20 a month I pay, and that $20. Oh no, man. I mean, I'm just tired of being on pills, man. I'm tired of doing all that. I just want to be able just to.
I get it, Eli. I get it. I understand the whole.
Sometimes you can get 3 months worth of medication.
I mean, yeah, I can't. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know if it's different through states, but I can tell you in a state here.
Wow.
You start out, it's a month. You can get it for a month, and then you go back every month. Well, they've upped it now to 2 months, but you can't go over 2 months. Wow. And you drug test every time you walk in the door.
Wow.
I mean, if you breathe sideways, you walk in, you get a drug test. I mean, anytime I step a foot in the hospital, I get a drug test. I mean, it's crazy. I actually, on another note, that I actually sued a trustee over taking drug tests because it was against the law for her to do that, and they're against her. It's not really against the law, but it was against her trustees in the state of Indiana to drug test, and because it's against your rights, your Fourth Amendment right, when it comes to making you do that for when you go to get help for something. Exactly. And I went for medicine because my medicine was costing a fortune back then, and so I went help for that, and she said, "No, we can't help you," and I said, "All right." So I wrote a letter to the editor in the newspaper and said my beef on there, complained about it all. Well, the ACLU calls me, and they said, "We've had a phone call, and that asked us to call you." And I said, "Okay, for what?" And he said, "Well, it's up to you whether you want to do this or not, but they went against your Fourth Amendment right."
Are you on any opiates, Mary? Again, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, because I mean,
that's what White Wolf said. He
yeah.
goes, yeah, Mary, but you're on drugs, and that's true. White Wolf. She
Right,
has
I
to. She's gonna have to explain to him that why she is have to take a drug test, and she shouldn't have to.
That was to go get help. It wasn't for medical. It had nothing to do with medical or anything
Oh,
like that.
I'm sorry.
They were testing for everybody across the board.
Okay,
I mean, which is against your rights to go, and it's in here in the United States, because he's in the UK, but it's against your rights here for them to do that if it's not a medical reason or a work-related reason. If you're going for help for say you need rent or food or electric or whatever you need, and it's against the law for them to do that. It's against your rights until they pass that law for them to be able to drug test you for welfare, or some have it. Now some welfare goes by state. Well, the state of Indiana, they don't. And your trustees in your townships is like that. Well, I won $25,000.
Wow.
That's because we settled it because she was sick and what caused them to check into the office there, they ended up finding out that she embezzled $70,000.
What?
Yes, and didn't want to help me for medicine, but yet she was paying her and her husband's cell phone out of there, and also paying. They owed the welfare office $50,000 because she was paying her sister's bills the entire year before this happened, and I opened a can of worms. Let me tell you, but that's just a different note. I mean, I was just telling you because I just threw it out there. But anyway,
But they drug test you anyways. If you're on medication and pain management, they have to drug test
they
you.
do,
Make sure
but
it's in you.
right. I mean, they do have to, but when you go for something like that, it is a public. There's a word for it, and I can't think of the name of it, but it's not work related. It's not health. It's not health related. It's not doctor related and stuff like that. It's different. What they're doing is trying to see who's coming there and getting help, and then taking whatever help and use the money they have, and they're using it for something else. They're trying to see who's on drugs, like illegal drugs, which I don't care. I'm fine with that. But the point is they wouldn't help me, and they went against my disability rights. That's why I went after them. Because it not only went after, because drug tests went after for the disability rights too. Because they didn't have what I needed to take the test. And so, and then turned me away because they didn't have it. They should have been prepared for that. They was not. So, and I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have went after them or nothing like that, but I knew there was more to it than what just not helping me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just turning me away. So I don't care who gets drug tested. I mean, I'm not on anything. I could care less, but that wasn't the point. Point was that I wasn't going to let them get away with not helping me while she's helping everybody else out. And when I was in a point to where I needed it. So,
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming up and sharing your story, Mary. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm headed out, so I'm gonna go back to the chat.
Well, I'm about to end this like in maybe 10 minutes, guys.
Okay.
It's just for tonight. I'm supposed to stay on more, but yeah.
After a while, you need to step down and walk away for a bit.
Okay, Raven.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Take care.
Raven, yeah. All right, Raven. You said you're leaving, or?
No. I said if you had to step down and walk away, that's fine.
No.
He was telling the Mary if you know.
I was talking to Mary.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying I'm leaving like in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying is if you had to get going, that's fine.
But hey,
Because-
you guys missed my live stream. My two kids just snapped like that and went into like fighting mood. They're like right here screaming. Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's why I had put you guys on mute because they were just like big. It's civil library. You should see my house at times. Like they will go into a pillow fight. Well, you saw my daughter's room from a meltdown.
Yeah.
Them two, they'll just snap and they'll take pillows. Like all my pillows are flat because of them. I had to go buy fluffy ones, but yeah, it's normal for them, but not a lot of people understand.
Just don't get the ones that are literally foamed.
Yeah, I know, right? Might be
Because
fake brain in it.
that would hurt more.
Like I let them get it out. It's like, okay, have fun, just don't kill each other. And but it was doing it on live stream. Like they're
Oh my
like literally they
God.
saw my son like headlock my daughter right in front of me, and they were seeing it. They're like, oh my God! I'm like, that's what they do.
What's up, Sassy Redhead? How you doing?
But I
I've
think
been
if I had
listening.
two
Great
boys,
stream,
they would
Eli.
understand.
For
Thank you
what
very
people in the
much.
chat was wondering, what Mary was talking about is her kids, and kids will fight each other at times.
Yeah, they will.
I mean, no
I think
matter
they're
what.
not.
Even
not
when
used
I
to
was a
girls.
kid, I fought with my youngest brother at times. And heck,
Yep.
we're still the closest. We still have the closest relationship ever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if it was two boys, I think they were like, oh, it's just boys being boys. But it's like, they rough, unless they're killing each other, like literally hurting each other, then yeah, I would have like, okay, I'm shutting down my panel. We'll do this another night. But they're like doing this, and I had to mute it, and I'm like, pun.
That's cool, Sassy Redhead. Hope everything went good over there. Hope you had fun.
But yeah, my husband had to come. I'm like, hon, I'm on the panel. I'm trying to do this. he came in, he grabbed them, and she was at the door going, are you done yet? Are you done yet? And I'm on the panel. I'm like, really? But we raised $87.
Hey,
What's up, dude? Doing good, Eli. Well,
how are
I'm
you?
doing great. How about you?
Hey, DF.
Sassy
I like your
Redhead.
hair.
What's up, dude?
Thank you. I put it in ponytails.
I like your hair. I like your hair, Lil.
Thank you.
I like your
heard
hair, Eli.
What's up, bro?
I like your hair.
You like my hair?
Yeah.
What's wrong with my
What
hair?
hair?
Is
What
it messed
hair
up?
does he have?
What hair? Oh, I wish
Nothing.
I wish I had a beard like Ravens. That would be awesome.
I shaved my beard.
Oh yeah.
I know. I saw that baby face when you were live yesterday. I
You
think it
saw
was
me?
Ghost Mafia. Yeah.
You're great.
No, it was Ghost Dog or something. Like he was like all shaved
Ghost
up. I'm like,
Dog. Ghost Dog's funny.
I know, right? He
Like
won a
Pauline.
blanket. He won a blanket tonight.
He won a
nice.
blanket.
Yeah, I did a raffle and he won a blanket.
He was dancing.
Oh,
You saw that video of that?
with him in the dress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. It was hilarious. You gotta watch that.
Who is this again?
You got gaming chair? Eli, you got gaming chair?
Yeah.
Me too.
Nice.
Why you get gaming chair for playing video games?
No, I just got it.
Okay, I have to go now.
Thanks, Dave, for coming in. Have a good night.
Take care.
See ya.
Hey,
Sweet
stay safe. Stay positive. He's such a cool guy, man.
I know. He's such a sweetheart.
Well, guys, thanks for sending people for being here. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry if I stole any of your people, because like I said, I was trying to show on here like my blankets, and it was just.
You're all good. You're all good. You're all good. There's no
Maybe we
stress
should do
about
it
that.
on your panel one night.
Yeah, we should. That would be fun.
I got more blankets to make.
That's
so.
fine.
Yeah, it went great. We raised $87, so
Wow.
great time for the first time. Yeah. I was trying to
So
get
you
Lou in,
made
but his
you
audio
made
didn't
yourself
work.
some money.
Well, it goes to my daughter's Spain trip. She was nominated for her school,
Oh,
and
cool.
because she's intellectually challenged, I have to go with her. So So my trip is 4,200, and her trip's 4,200, and I got to get it done by June of next year. And I'm like, I can't do that. And I like she wants to
You
go.
mean
And
the June of this year?
No, next year, 2021.
Oh, 2021. That's
Man, you're lucky, man. Nice.
I wanted Germany. She got Spain. But
So-
it
so-
was just like, huh?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, go ahead.
No, I was saying sounds like fun.
oh, you gotta
I
learn
wanna
Spanish
go.
at times.
See, I'm German. That's the thing. That's why I wanted Germany. Like some kids got Germany and she got Spain. I'm like, you can't like switch. Like tell another kid, like, here, I'll give you Spain.
Yeah.
But I have like all this material here. I'm like, what's the point of putting it on eBay when I can just do a raffle and somebody win it and it's like
Mhm.
fundraiser. It's helping her.
Exactly.
Like it's hard that I can't do both of us, but if you think about it, like I already get $280 taken out of my bank account a month to go to Spain, and then if you plus hers, I can't afford that much.
You know.
No.
It's expensive, man. I mean, with bills and everything else, and
Well, so you got a lot of other stuff on top of that too, as well.
Yeah, and like
Right.
Christmas came through, and it's just like it's almost like I wish she wasn't intellectually challenged so she can go alone. But it is what it is. God gave me a child and thought I needed her and help her, so I gotta jump through hoops, and this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to do this fundraiser, and a lot of people, they thought it was a great idea because I was like, antsy about it. I'm like, should I not? I don't want people to think anything, but with people, a lot of people know me because JoJo was in, Ghost Mafia was in. They were trying to get Lou in, so a lot of people came in. They knew me, and they knew I was trying to help my own daughter. So they said, do it again, do it next month, do it once a month. I'm like, all right, so.
well, Renee, you know what?
My advice is to try and raise as much money for not only the trip, but you also need enough to eat and to get a place to stay.
Well, no, that's included in the for the hotel's included in this 4,200. The eat-in is just I need to go get a passport for both of us. She's already got a suitcase.
Expensive.
And yeah, oh my God, I was like, what happened to like 10 years ago? It wasn't this much.
Back then, 10 years ago, it was only what, $70, And what's up, Jacob Johnson? But like I was saying, Renee, you're blessed. You're blessed to have a daughter.
I love her to death, but man, it's just sometimes I need my own break.
Yeah, I know.
Like I get to it.
It's rough.
It is, but I try my best for her. I'm like, my husband's knocking, so he needs to tell me. All right, like bedtime.
All right, well, guys, I'm gonna go and end this, guys.
Okay.
Did you want to share your channel, Raven, before you leave?
Just go to Raven the Blackbird. I talk about different subjects. I even talk about technology too.
That's cool.
Interesting stuff that I have known throughout the years. And I literally explained it, how everything progressive of what we have today.
Yeah, I seen you on live earlier, like the other day, but yeah, should have came in. Did you want to share your stream, Little Red?
Yeah, I can. Or they can just click on my.
And just post your links out, please, so everybody can follow you guys. I know you guys have great channels. Hey,
Yeah,
8
they
people in
can
the
see
house.
the sibling rivalry on the last live stream. Come see my kids have fights.
No, I'm not fighting.
That would be
You were
crazy.
fighting, yeah.
No, on that phone, but after
He's like, I wasn't
All
fighting.
right,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
have a good day. Jacob, Johnson, have a good day. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming.
everybody have a good night. Let me
That's
try
the
to get
redhead.
my.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate you for staying.
Get that out of my face. No, stop.
I got, what is it called, Mom?
What?
The name? Right here?
You can do that tomorrow.
No. Tell you,
He wants to be on the computer already.
No, when you're done. When you're done.
All right. Now how to get back in the thing?
Oh my gosh. Unpause it.
Unpause it. Unpause what?
I want to watch it.
Okay, there we go. I gotcha. I gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah, what a night, guys. But thank guys for coming. Man, it's cool.
Yeah, even though it was a short time that I just saw you and I just had to come.
No, I'll go live on Sunday again, and
Mhm.
well, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about on Sunday, but I think Little Red is some coming up we can talk about.
I'll lock the kids out of the bedroom this time.
Okay, cool.
But not me.
I love
sleep
you.
with
Yes, I love you. Mwah.
Mommy lets me sleep with
There
her.
you
I
Hey there.
remember.
go.
Oh, that's
It is
pretty
you
cool.
and I'm you. Hey.
Yeah.
See you later. Go Hogs. Remember, guys, don't forget to give me thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Always share. Thumbs up. Get it out there.
Yeah, hook it up.
Peace.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good
All
night.
right, guys. Hey, stay positive, guys. All right. No, it's hard, but God bless you.
Take care, everyone.
How do